This episode of Beaten Down is brought to you by Arco Roofing.
Are you in need of a new roof? Look no further than Arco Roofing. With nearly 20 years in the residential and commercial construction business, Arco Roofing doesn't just know how to re-roof your house or business, they understand how it was built.
Maybe you don't need a complete re-roof, perhaps just a repair will do. Arco's experienced team can assess your situation and provide the best solution for your needs, whether it's a minor fix or a full replacement.
Also mention that you heard about them on the Beaten Down podcast, and you'll receive $500 off any new roof.
Don't wait until it's too late. Protect your biggest investment with Arco Roofing. Call them today with your free roof report at 940-654-9096 or 817-304-1065. Again, that's Arco Roofing at 940-654-9096 or 817-304-1065. This episode of Beaten Down is brought to you by ABC Dump Roll-Off Dumpster Rental. ABC Dump is a locally owned and operated company. With 11, 15, 20, and 30 cubic yard dumpsters, they have the size for every occasion. Whether you're remodeling the house, cleaning out the garage, or doing commercial construction, they have the right size for your project. With upfront pricing and easy online ordering, ABC Dump makes ordering a dumpster as simple as possible. Give them a call or text at 682-803-8031 or order online at abcdump.net. That's abcdump.net. So, 2 times ago when we recorded, I think you were here.
Yeah.
I think you were here. No, I know you were here. So I brought the trash can back in. We had just done a little Easter get-together for Tristan and Lexus, and her family came over, and I made food, and we hung out. It wasn't, it was Easter, but it wasn't really Easter. Because I invited y'all, and none of y'all came over. It's fine. I don't mind, So
Sounds like you do.
And I'm not bitter.
Sounds like a little bit.
I'm not bitter. Anyway, so that trash can was out there because we moved it out there. So everybody was eating, throwing their trash in there. And I didn't. Now, a week later, I don't think about it. So I just grabbed the trash can and bring it in here.
Oh.
Ugh.
And we're throwing our cans in there. And then Sunday, the next Tuesday, I don't remember when, Tasha goes, "What's in this fucking trash can? There's maggots." And the minute she said that, I go,
Oh, fuck.
"Oh, probably the food
It's the fake Easter
that was
food.
thrown in there
A week and a half
a
ago.
week and a half ago." Luckily, I think it was either Monday or Tuesday, so she had just thrown the trash can outside, bagged it up, and
Oh, you had the heavy-duty ones.
trash day was the very next day, so she just threw it all out there. It was, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to see any of it. Tasha saw it all, so good times. Good times. Also, have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? It's so
It's
freaking
time
good.
So,
We're going to
somebody
start this
told
off
me-
real quick.
Somebody told me about a new Pop-Tart.
There's a new Pop-Tart.
Tristan, I think, is a big fan.
Mm-hmm. He's the one that told me.
I've heard about them.
And somebody told Blake that was also me.
Yeah. I've never tried them.
So apparently it's a thing on TikTok?
Apparently.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Right?
I haven't seen it.
Tristan's the one that told me it was a thing on TikTok.
Most of my TikToks are
Hey, I got back
conspiracy
into
stuff going.
that Flat Earth. Thanks, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Flat Earth and Slingshot videos is now back
So,
on there.
I got a little something here.
Yeah.
A little something.
New Pop-Tart.
It's fat looking.
Just
Just like me. I'm fat looking.
looking.
Thanks.
He's not really, but it's looking.
Might be
It is a Pop-Tart
Pop-Tart
ice cream sandwich.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
That does look good.
And it doesn't melt.
Yeah. It probably doesn't.
Here's a knife if you want to cut them. Oh, or break them. That'll work too.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm sure you've tried this.
Tristan says they are phenomenal.
Hey, you need to... Who did you have these?
I have not.
Oh, no, I mean, where did you have them?
No, I haven't tried
I
them
think
yet.
Tristan got
had
them
yeah.
at Walmart.
Tristan got them at Walmart.
You need to test these to see if they melt.
Right. So this is the brown sugar and cinnamon or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You put the whole thing in your mouth in one
fucking
bite?
right, Jim. God damn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
that's so good.
Yes.
Tasha just goes, when I grabbed one, she goes, oh, she had a piece of one
Holy
last night or
shit,
something.
I just got hard.
6 to midnight, bitch.
Damn.
Wow.
She goes, nah. I go, nah. Dude, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Kind of a churro taste.
A little bit.
A churro.
Yeah.
That's
I
good,
knew
though.
what you said the first time.
Yeah. Approved.
I don't understand the meh of it.
No.
That's good.
Fucking right.
Pop-Tart ice cream
We're
sandwich.
just going to keep pumping them out, too. Like,
Apparently, there's a strawberry one as well, which sounds awesome.
what do you think about the Pop-Tart flavors?
Strawberry ice cream?
What
Yeah, I
do
don't
you
know.
think
What was the ice cream flavor in that? Was it vanilla?
I think that was the...
You ate it too fast.
No, I think that was the
Cinnamon.
maple...
Oh, maybe.
brown sugar one.
But the Pop-Tart crust
That's what I think.
still had the stuff in it.
I think the Pop-Tart was the brown maple sugar Pop-Tart with the ice cream.
But what was the ice cream?
I don't know.
I think the ice cream had the cinnamon in it. So like vanilla with cinnamon.
Because they have the brown maple Pop-Tart.
I would love to tell you what color the ice cream was. I don't know.
It
Looked the same color as the...
It was a light tan
After-
color.
It looked the same color to me as the
Yeah.
outside.
Right.
It didn't register. Just ate it.
No, you put it right in your mouth immediately. All of it. Story that
Of
we've
my
known
life,
for
yeah.
many
I
years,
mean-
you know. That was fucking good.
Just think about so we were talking about this earlier. So if this takes off, which, why wouldn't it?
Yeah. And it comes in the same Pop-Tart wrapper.
Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
all the Pop-Tart flavors that you can do ice cream, right? They got the cookies and cream Pop-Tart.
Nick said they had a banana fudge or fudge sundae or something.
Mm-hmm. They got
I've never had.
Samoas, s'mores, whatever you would call it, right?
Yeah.
Pop-Tart.
I don't know. I've had them. They're actually not bad. I don't like marshmallows. And when Cody was here, he was like, it's not real marshmallows. And he's right. It's not.
It's not.
But it's
that
still,
was fucking good.
But I think like,
Tristan,
my favorite one is cherry or strawberry.
my favorite Pop-Tart is blueberry with the frosting.
But I don't, as an ice cream sandwich,
Fucking, what? You ever heard of blueberry cobbler?
that
with
didn't
ice
have
cream?
frosting on it.
No.
No.
Hell, it didn't.
It didn't have frost,
It tastes like it did.
but it didn't have frosting on it. The cookie,
It didn't have that white crust.
the cookie part of it was just the cookie of
It
it.
is not a regular Pop-Tart, fellas.
I know, but wouldn't you assume that?
Rewind this. I want to see it.
We'll just look at a
Go get
picture of
another
it.
one.
Yeah. Go get another one.
I wanna, that's like the...
Okay, but it was good. I'm in.
that's... Yeah, fuck.
Go try one. Go
If you're,
put it.
hey, if you're fat,
You'll love it.
you'll love it. Trust me.
And if you've ever put butter on a Pop-Tart, it's so freaking
so
good, and you'll love this as well.
That's fucking good. And you said Tristan was just eating them in the parking lot, right?
So he's
Just sitting in the parking lot, just eating.
So he saw it on TikTok, and he called me. He goes, "Guess what I just got?" And I go, $20. Like when somebody like, guess what just happened?
A vasectomy.
Yeah, I don't know, something. Well, I'll go. I said, you found $20. He goes, nope. I just bought Pop-Tart ice cream sandwiches. And I go, I didn't know that was a thing. He goes, it's all over TikTok or Instagram Reels or whatever he sees it on. Now, I've never seen that before. He goes, it's the maple brown sugar or brown sugar cinnamon or whatever it is. I'll go, oh, that's awesome. Let me know how they are. He goes, it comes in the box of like 4 or 8, 6 or whatever.
You ate them all.
No, because obviously I have one. And there's
Was
another
it the same
half
box,
of
or did he go?
I don't know. There's another half of one in there that Tasha was like, yeah, it's he goes, I'm going to take these home. So, because he had just got done with Walmart and he had to go do Brookshire's. And he goes, I'm going to take these home before I go to Brookshire's. Because I don't want them to melt.
It's like, there was 6 in here, I only ate 4.
I don't want them to melt. And I go, oh, that's a good idea. He goes, but I am going to eat one. But apparently, he was eating them in the parking lot. So I don't know how many made it home.
I'd like to know if they actually melt.
I also would like to know that.
Because ice cream sandwiches do not.
Right. What are you
They
huffing
just
and
take
puffing
longer to melt. They still melt. They just take longer.
Mm.
We looked this up, remember?
for? Well, I don't believe that guy. At all.
Last first name S. last name B. He thinks we need to pay him money.
First
to be on
name
there.
rhymes with caught. Last name rhymes with breaker.
You decipher that one.
Scott
Baker. He thinks we need to pay him $1,000.
He goes, $1,000. I'll be on your podcast.
Like
I
he
go,
thinks he's worth that.
Damn.
no, thank you. I'm
You ain't-
good.
So you ain't Sam Elliott,
Yeah, I'd pay Sam Elliott $1,000.
which he was in town last week
I
or
know.
2 weeks ago.
Don't
If we
talk
could have
about
got him on there.
Dude, that'd be awesome. Have you seen? So here's just something that I've been watching a lot of videos of the what do they call it? The White House press secretary meeting press conference. Is that what they call
Press
it? Whatever.
conference there. Yep.
And they are allowing a lot of random media personnel to be there. I thought about trying to apply,
Yes.
but
please God, yes.
but we would have to get ourselves there.
fucking A,
for
man.
it.
Hey, if you got us clearance, I'm in.
100%.
I'll say it right now. I'm in.
I would whatever it takes to get up
Yeah.
there.
It's not
And-
that much. It's just fly up there. It's not that like we're flying to fucking India or something, which I've done.
Which I just brag,
So you know.
humble
Well,
brag.
then-
I've done that. It's not
But I
11
mean,
hours
If we could get on, like, approved
to be
ask,
like in the press.
we're there.
Okay, so you're approved.
Okay.
Tickets are bought. You're fixing to go in the room. What's the question you're going to ask?
Well, that's what we're here to talk about, right? Like, what do we ask?
I know
it's
what
got to be good.
Because number one, they have to call on you.
Well, yeah.
Beaten
But
down.
if we for some
she's
reason
like,
got
beaten down podcast.
if we for some
mean-
reason got approved in this, people are gonna know there's this random
If
shit,
you
right?
if you wore neon light beer bottle shirt, they would pick on you.
yeah, no, I have to wear something very.
So what are you gonna ask?
Well, that's what I'm asking.
I know what I'm
we're
gonna
here. No, we have to do it together. So we've
All
got to. So she's only going to call on Beaten Down Podcast.
Yeah.
Press from the Beaten Down Podcast.
Yes. Are you tired of all these pussies that ask you all these faggot ass questions?
I want to know what happened with all the. Well, that's
Well, I assume number one, you have to give them your questions up front.
Yes. Oh, well,
I don't know if that's true.
I mean,
No.
they always say they got to.
the,
Because-
the Biden administration.
Right.
You did
Right,
but
right.
I mean,
But
if
she's always like, as you know, she'll like as
she
in the
probably has
Biden
a-
administration, she would
Yeah.
scroll through her book.
they might have
Yeah.
a list of like, if somebody asks you this, don't answer it, right?
Right.
So maybe you say like, so the JFK thing. Right, you were going to release it. Who killed JFK? Trump.
Well, they've already,
What happened?
they
what-
did. They only released some of
but
it.
they've already like been like it was.
Who?
They've already said it was
What do you
Lee
mean?
Harvey Oswald.
What happened to
Or-
all the spaceships
Yeah.
that everybody was seeing?
Well, that was also answered. Oh, it was drones. FFA was approved. FAA approved it. Blah blah blah. They've already, quote unquote, answered that.
See, we done fucked up.
What about?
Get out. We've
Yeah.
already answered
I
that.
was going to be like, you tired of all these pussies asking all
Yeah,
these
no. So you got to come with something like good.
Big.
Yeah. How big is
Right.
Donald Trump's penis?
No,
Do you think she'd answer that? You know what I mean? Like,
Is
massive. It's massive. It's huge.
Is Michelle
Huge.
Obama really a man?
Did you see that
or a
interview?
woman? Yeah. Yeah.
Did you see that
Yeah.
interview?
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. I don't know.
She
She's
accidentally
got a
admitted.
podcast. No,
She-
she
What,
has a
no,
podcast.
she was. It was a podcast.
She
with her, like, brother or
accidentally
something?
admitted that she as
a man.
as a whatever man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Whatever. However
No,
she said
has
it.
a
It was something.
podcast like with her brother.
It
or
was something very alluding to she was a man, which has been a conspiracy for a while.
Yeah.
which I doubt it. But
I mean, she has 2 kids.
let's say there was.
Okay.
Say
she
she was
has
a-
2 kids. She also has an Adam's apple.
And I don't know who
I
Adam
mean,
is.
Who hasn't met somebody, a woman born with that?
Mm.
So yeah, when you apply, and then
But-
if you say we got
But I,
approved,
don't,
we got.
I guess you go to whitehouse.gov to apply. I don't know.
Fuck, I don't
But I'm
know.
going to find out, and I will definitely do that. Because if we get approved,
we will be there.
You
but so-
definitely got to come
so-
up with a good one.
yeah, I wonder
yeah, we
if
got
you're
it.
approved for, like, is it a date? Like, you're approved,
Oh yeah, for sure.
but your only date to
I
be here
guarantee you.
is this date.
I guarantee you, like you're approved for Okay, next press conference is here. You got to be there.
But that's a fast turnaround.
Let's fucking go.
Like if I sign up and then I get approved, let's call it Monday. If I get approved Monday, and they're like,
You can
be
fly,
here Tuesday.
You can fly anywhere in 4 hours.
Be here Tuesday?
I'm down.
I mean, I am too, but
You can fly anywhere in like 4 hours in the U.S.
that doesn't sound right at all.
Hawaii.
Thank you.
The
Idiot.
real U.S.
Idiot.
No, I mean like
Contiguous
we
US.
know where we're flying to.
Idiot.
Where are we flying to? Like I said,
You got his ass.
he did. Anyway, what I'm getting at, we know where we're flying to.
That was good. Dave, that was good. He's going to try to glance over it. That was fucking good.
We know where we're flying.
Oh,
We're acting like we're
shit.
flying across to the fucking moon or something.
Maybe.
We know where we're going to go. We know where the press or do we?
Well, right.
What's that, like a 3-4 hour flight?
Yeah, it can't be that far.
I think we can get there.
I mean, Florida's like 2 hours. When I went to Orlando, it was like 2 hours.
Brag.
Okay, India.
That's what I said. We could get there if they said you got to be here tomorrow. We're going.
No, I'm with you.
So
I would
you're acting like
find
that's
out
a big deal.
how to
It's
get
not
there.
that big a deal.
You're not a big deal. I have come to realize I don't look at TikTok messages. I don't do it. Send me the TikTok in my in text messages if you want me to see it. Today, when I logged
Me
in,
and David keep blowing them out.
I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
if you go and look, you're
Yeah.
going to have a lot.
today I logged into TikTok and I went to messages and it said 38 messages.
Yes. I stopped doing it.
38 messages.
I would send one.
There's no way you stop doing it
because we have the group one, right?
Right.
But I'm like the only one that's going to respond is Dave.
But
so
here's my favorite part. My favorite part is to see 38 new messages. So I hit the button and it takes me right to the top of all the new messages, and I watch every one of them because
See?
I just now get in a wormhole. I've come to realize Dave is a flat earther, but does not want to admit it,
he's been on a fucking run.
dude. And I fucking love it.
He has been
I
on a
mean,
run.
they have a lot of good points.
Tell me,
They have a lot of good points.
Right.
He's been on the flat Earth run a lot.
dude. Hey, and go down the wormhole. It's fun to go down the wormhole.
Mine's stupid. Like
So I watched one, the most recent one. A guy says Lake Tahoe. You've been to Lake Tahoe?
Yeah.
He said if you look across Lake Tahoe, the one side of the lake to the other should be like, I forgot what he said.
So the curvature of the Earth.
Yeah,
the
it should have
formula-
been like 600 feet or 200 feet
below.
lower.
Yeah. The curvature of the Earth, the formula is 8 inches per mile squared.
Right.
So for every mile
knows
squared,
there he
the
goes.
curvature drops 8
And he
inches.
said, so looking across the lake, you should not be able to see anything on the other side of the lake.
Right. But you do.
Yeah.
But you do.
But
So how does that happen?
but
with the
water it levels itself, so
but on a curve?
Yeah.
And they say gravity.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
They say gravity.
Jesus, there we go.
But let's just say
Blake hates this subject.
We've gone over so many.
but
times.
let's just say I have a plane that is slightly curved. Like very slightly curved, that is in tune with the curvature of the Earth. Right? At the same level of 8 inches per mile squared, but on a very smaller level. And I pour water into it, it's still going to part ways and not lay flat. Because it should be at the same gravitational level as the Earth. But it's going to part its way, it's going to be deeper on the ends than it is in the middle. You know why? Because it's going to find its level. Because it won't lay on a flat Earth. I mean, it will lay on
Blake's
a flat Earth, but it won't lay on a curvature.
He's fixing to leave. He's going to get in his clown car and get the fuck out of here.
Y'all just run with it. I'll sit here.
But I love the fact that Dave is diving headfirst
Oh
into
yeah,
it.
God damn!
And
I kept seeing like these. So me and Dave are the only ones that are like, we're basically sending messages.
What about
to each other.
the man-made canal? Yeah, no, you are. But I do love to log in and go, oh, there's messages, and then I'll click on there.
And then
Like I will log in and I'll scroll through, and I'll get like email saying new message from Dave, new message from Blake, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, and I'll delete the email, and then I never see it. But the man-made canal that's 6 miles long, where the guy was standing on one end, the canoe's on the other end, and he could still see the canoe when it should have been 60 feet below the curvature or whatever it was. I can't remember what it was. How does that happen? With the curvature of the earth,
Dave,
Hey, if
I'm not
explain,
I don't want to get in this. No,
I mean,
no.
unexplain
This
it.
is like the fucking.
unexplain that.
This is like the 5th fucking time we've talked about flat Earth. on this.
Or even just standing on the beach and visually with your
All right.
eyes and no.
I'm gonna do this right now. You right now.
Okay.
You with your fucking party tricks and everything else you'd love to do and talk. Is there flat? Your honest opinion, not this bullshit that you love to.
In my
people.
honest opinion,
Do you believe that the Earth is flat?
honestly, I don't know that I do believe the Earth is round.
Which side would round? That's that.
That's hey,
Do you believe the Earth is flat? Is what I asked.
I don't know that I don't believe it. If I'm leaning one way, I'm leaning more towards a circumnavigational Earth.
Do you believe we've been to the moon?
No,
Never.
absolutely not.
Do you believe we've been in the outer realm of like the atmosphere?
What do you mean?
Space, like
Do I believe we've been
outside
to,
orbit of the Earth, but we're
No.
still going around it?
No.
So you don't believe
Which
in
is the
the
reason
pictures,
why,
right? The
which
pictures
is the
are
reason,
fake.
which is the reason why I have something to bring up.
Oh,
What happened today, or should have happened today? Let me find out if it did happen today. But anyway, no.
Dave,
Do you believe we've been to the moon?
I know you love the flat Earth thing.
I don't think that we've been to the moon because there was a video of an astronaut and a little kid was involved, and the kid asked,
I'm out on this
or
one.
It was
yeah,
the two guys that walked on the moon.
yeah, and Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin. It was Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah, and they asked him, and he said, he's just flat out said, no, we haven't been to the moon.
Ever? Or with him?
I think he said ever. But I don't know when that video was made.
I don't either.
So what do you believe? Dave, right now, have we been to the moon?
I don't think so.
Is the Earth flat?
I'm still in debate on that.
So you're 50-50?
Yeah.
50-50?
But he wasn't. But ask him 6 months ago.
No.
No, I thought it was round before, but now I'm things are starting to make sense. Looking across, you shouldn't be able to see things at a certain distance.
Now I'll ask you this. Does it matter? Does it matter?
So here's what I'll tell you. Does it matter in the realm of my day-to-day life? Absolutely not. Does it matter in the fact that we've been lied to by our government? Absolutely. And not just our government, but every
The
world
thing is,
government.
I could care less if we've been lied to because
No.
we know we've been lied to, but everything.
Well, I agree.
I'm
well,
not.
we think we've been lied to. We don't know we've
No,
been
I
lied
have a pretty
to.
good. No, I guarantee you we've been lied to.
No, 100% we've been
So-
lied to, but the fact that, again, what is the point of lying about this?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, which is the reason, which is what everybody brings up. Why would they lie about that?
Well, the main thing is.
Okay, if they can lie about this and have you believe it, they can lie about fucking anything, which is what they're showing right now with Doge. They can lie about fucking anything and fucking abuse and use your money and make you feel like it's fine that we're doing this.
Why do you think we lied the first? Okay.
To be the first. To beat Russia.
Right.
Just to
That's the
beat
only
Russia.
The only reason we lied is everybody talked about going to the moon.
Yeah.
JFK was a
Space
big
race, yeah.
He was a big front runner on we'll get to the moon, right?
And I don't know that he knew it was a lie.
Probably.
I don't know that.
Sure he did.
Well,
If it's a lie, I guarantee the president knew.
I doubt
Have
it.
you seen the new video that came out about Antarctica?
The canoe.
Yeah, and they seen the statue.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
I've seen that. I don't
But
know that I
the
believe
thing
that yet.
The thing is, AI is so good now.
That's why.
That's
You
the,
can't-
that's the deal. You don't
now
know
we
what
can't
you're
believe if you.
You
back
don't
in
know
the
if
day-
you're watching the truth or.
Back in the day when we were younger, if you saw a video.
Oh,
It was a
it's
video.
100% true. It's
AI,
real.
AI is so good now.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know.
Absolutely.
But facts are, all the countries, there's an agreement that
Antarctic Treaty.
that nobody can cross a certain area.
Right.
Because
And
fucking
And it's not
Everything is kept secret.
It's not every country that it's like, I can't remember the exact number, but it's like
the ones that can afford to get
47 of the countries in the world have this Antarctic Treaty, or
The ones that
36
can-
or whatever that number is. Yeah.
there. It's a dead continent. That's why.
That's what you want to believe. I agree. I don't believe it's a dead continent. I do believe there's stuff there that we don't know.
Now, I don't believe it always has been, right?
Yeah.
We all know that the Earth changed and all this shit.
Mhm.
Hell, they used to be
The
one
magnetic pole changes
What's the
every
one continent
year.
that it was one piece of land before it all broke off?
Pangea.
Yeah. So, I mean, that
Wow.
Pangea was that real?
Pangea, yeah.
I don't even know if he's
That's
faking
where the
it.
continental drift
Yeah.
happened.
But I mean,
And if you look, the sands on the east side of like South Africa, South America, and all the like minerals and stuff they find match exactly with the
Yeah.
west side of Africa, which is where if you were to push them together, they would kind of fit.
supercontinent.
Yeah, one giant.
there's a
supercontinent.
lot of
Pangea.
unexplained shit out there.
Have you seen
Things are built with perfect cuts
right?
and
that's why I
large
do-
blocks.
That's why I do agree with the lost technology.
Right.
So,
And we've talked about this 100,000
yeah,
times.
fine.
Have you seen
Get ready again because I can feel this.
Have you seen the
strong.
new discovery in Guatemala, which they say is not real, but it did happen? So in Guatemala, they found
And where?
Guatemala. They found
There we go.
his phone
Had to-
speaks Spanish.
That's what I said.
they found they were digging and found the top of a pyramid.
Mhm.
Did you see that? And,
Yeah, they barely found the very tip top, and then they started digging down.
and they
beside
found
it.
like
So I tell Chess.
burial
Keep digging.
burial chambers, and this is supposed to be like alien race burial stuff. Blah blah blah. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Maybe it is.
The
Maybe
alien
it's
thing.
not.
Why I don't believe in the alien thing?
Hold on.
is-
Before we get too far off this, the reason why I'm saying we haven't been to outside of Earth's quote unquote orbit.
Mhm.
What did we talk about 2 weeks? Last week? 2 weeks ago? Last week. Cosmos 482,
Mhm.
which is the Russian spacecraft that was headed to Venus. Never made it out
Around
of,
just something else, fellas. Oh.
never made it out of Earth's orbit, and is now crashing down. Today is the day it was supposed to have happened.
Did it?
When I Google it, it says it's expected to land in the morning of May 10th. Well, that's tomorrow. Oh, that's
Mother's
tomorrow.
Day. Nope.
No, Sunday.
Mother's Day Sunday.
So tomorrow morning, May 10th, this spacecraft that was headed to
Venus.
Venus, one of the hottest planets in the solar system.
The hottest.
One of the hottest planets in the solar system.
They have
Good
hot
looking
women
Good
there.
looking, I mean. So it's made for heat. It's now about to. Now it's been in orbit for 50 years.
Oh yeah.
Is
we
now
did that,
re-entering Earth's atmosphere, which typically would burn something up, and we don't have to worry about it. But it's going to crash land somewhere between the 52nd north and 52nd south parallel. So United States is in that, but luckily there's a lot of water in that as well.
Please let it land at Mineral Wells, like Mineral Wells Lake,
They
so
should
nobody gets hurt, but it fucking
Just
crashes.
close.
And we're like,
let it land in my
beat down
backyard.
live on scene, beat down
Let it land in my backyard,
forest fire.
dude. Would that be awesome? If it landed right down here on the hill.
What? That's the landing, like the start, and they come out. Here they come, right up your fucking hill.
Doompa-dee-doo.
So it would be. We're recording right now, and they're gonna fucking land.
Lands right there.
We would have the best like interview ever.
Interview. Come here. We want to talk to
Yeah.
you.
What if they don't talk like that? What's like? Yeah, we're cool.
What's up,
We've been
dog?
studying it.
They
camping.
talk like they're from South
The
San
thing
Antonio.
is, the thing is, they've been
What's up, home?
What's
they,
up, Holmes?
They've been studying like recent, so they sit down and they're like talking about camping and all this shit that we don't even know what the fuck our kids are saying.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
if you're interested in tracking,
They
its
talk like teenagers right now.
Yeah.
It says-
I don't know what the hell this is.
if you're interested in tracking its descent in real time, you can follow updates from space agencies and satellite tracking websites. Want to see if it passes over Texas before it falls? I'm going to say yes. Oh, what did I push? Anyway, but it's going to land tomorrow morning.
Is it?
We don't. I mean, it's supposed to.
What if it burns all up?
So the reason why I'm saying that is because it never could make it out of the orbit.
That was a shitty fucking design.
Russia.
They're fake news all day. Trump says it.
Anyway, what were we talking about before then? You were going into
Beats the fuck out
You
of
were
me.
going into some other bullshit.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I'm sure so many people's tuned out by now. It doesn't matter.
You were talking about the pyramids.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah. The tip of a.
Anyway,
Fucking
but so they
pyramid.
found the artifact. They found the sarcophagus in there. People are saying it's AI. Some people are saying it's not. I don't know. The writing looks Egyptian, but also like a form of Egyptian, not full, like what you would see in Egypt. You saw it though, right,
Yeah.
Dave?
Yeah.
And then they found the
Welcome to my algorithm.
this wasn't recent, but they did find the three-headed dog that guards in Greek mythology.
Also in
Sep-
Harry Potter.
Cerberus, what was his name?
I think you were Cerebrus.
It's not Cerberus because
Cer-
that means cerebral. It's Cerbreus.
Cerberus.
Cerberus. That God, I could not say that. They found his burial chamber. They call it the Tomb of Cerberus.
Cerberus.
Cerberus. Thank you. I cannot say that word. I keep saying Cerebrus, and I know it's not right. But when they open it, they just find the bodies of people. But they're still, as they continue to excavate it, find new stuff. Are they going to find a three-headed dog in there?
Be awesome. What if it's like just a regular, like,
It's just a dog.
it's a three-headed like, mutant dog? Like, yeah, we had those.
It's just like a little chihuahua.
Yeah,
with
it's like, I remember we got those. I mean, they were freaked out back then because it didn't happen that much, but we see that shit all the time.
Do y'all have, since we're on this bullshit, do y'all have Alexa in your house?
No.
Do you have Nest,
I have, yeah.
Google,
Yeah.
Home.
Yes.
iHome,
Yes.
any of that stuff that you can speak to and it talks
Yes.
back to you?
Yes.
Besides my phone, no.
It's-
Like that Google Home
But
Nest
the phone,
thing.
but the phone counts. I mean,
I mean, it does. It does.
so
Do
everybody
you-
has a phone.
Do you have a mechanical vacuum cleaner?
No.
The iRobot,
no.
Roomba?
Roomba. whatever it's called.
Yep.
No.
No, because I've seen those things. If they
No.
run through dog shit, they smear it all.
All over the place. So we have
I
purchased
got an automated vacuum cleaner.
your wife.
No.
He says this because she don't listen.
You're
So
damn right.
we-
Don't listen to I tell her every day when I go, you don't listen to that shit. That's-
don't listen.
The next
Don't-
episode
we're
is
so
stupid.
We're so stupid. You
Don't listen to
that
this.
shit.
This one's fine though. This one's fine. Listen to this one.
Here's the kitty cat. Let's take the baby kitty cat.
I tagged you in that. Thank you.
Yes, thanks a lot.
Um,
Thank you a bunch.
so hold on.
Because you tagged Audrey.
We had. What's it? Go ahead and answer it.
Oh, yeah.
Go
Answer
ahead
it
and
live.
answer it.
Let's go live.
Go loud. Hello.
Oh, you
Yeah.
should have put it on speaker.
You don't want to talk to me while I'm on podcast? Oh. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, Jason.
You want me to put you on speaker?
Hell yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Hang on.
Did you figure out the freaking
Hello.
alliance yet?
So so remember a couple months ago I told you Mason's battery kept dying? I thought it was an old battery, which it wasn't old battery. It was like 4 years old. That's old for a battery.
Right.
Yep.
So we put a new battery on it 2 or 3 months ago, and then like it started kind of down on again. So I was like, dude, something's not charging. When it
Alternator.
started, it was dragging, you know?
Right.
And then it started. alternator.
Alternator,
That's
yep.
your next. So I was like, hey, just take it down there and get an alternator on it. And I said, while they're doing that, go ahead and have them put a belt on it too.
And the solenoid.
I don't give a shit, right?
Okay.
And the guy said, all right, well, I can't test the alternator because your battery's showing bad.
Oh, fuck.
So, like, something was draining it. So, anyways.
Which is the alternator.
What did he say?
It's the alternator.
He already.
Right,
He's.
so anyways,
No, he's saying the
I said
alternator was draining the battery.
I said, just change the alternator, put a new belt on it. And so Mason goes pick it up, pays for it, and he goes, hey, I don't know if that's going to fix the problem, but yes, if you got a new alternator, new belt, the battery shows charged now. But I don't know if that fixes the problem. We didn't run tests on it. Anyways, he calls me today. Hey, the car's dead.
Oh, God.
Mother fart box.
Mm.
And I was like, well, your mom's on her way out there. Go back to O'Reilly's, have checked that battery. So he calls Blake. Blake jumps him off. Car runs. Drives it down to O'Reilly. They test the battery. The battery's good. So the alternator's charging the battery, right?
Yeah.
That's what it would seem. So just kind of narrow it down here. He kills the car. The car starts back up at O'Reilly's. And move on down the road. So as of right now, it's running. But I think when it sits for a long period of time, something's drawn on that battery.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Blake was telling me that he hooked his boost box up to try to jump him off the first time, and the boost box tells you the voltage of the battery. And when he hooked it up, it was below 12 volts.
Right.
It should always read over 12, at least 12 and a half volts.
Yeah, 12.9.
So when it sits there, when he's all day at school or he's all whatever he's doing at work, something's dragging that down. What
Yeah,
would be the
but
next step?
if
Like
you
the
if you have a dead cell in your battery, though, it'll do that,
Could
and
the starter
you could
do it?
have a bad battery,
No.
and it
What I'm
sometimes
saying is they took it back to O'Reilly and O'Reilly tested it and said it's good.
yeah.
But there's also a starter solenoid in there, right?
Well, that's made on the starter, but if
that's
yeah,
bad,
if you've got problems with your starter, it'll drag like the battery's dead too.
Yeah, that's what I'm just kind of narrowing it down. Like that, 'cause that's really the only thing connected directly to a battery, right? Would be the alternator.
Yeah, I
starter.
mean the only thing that draws on it while it's sitting there would be like your memory on your radio, which is
Yeah.
nothing.
he doesn't have a stereo system in there, does
You
he?
don't have a stereo in there.
Yeah.
No.
He didn't
That
have stereo
David
system,
stone.
nothing. I said, hey, did you leave your lights on, dummy? Like your dome light? And he's like, no. And Robin's like, the only thing plugged in here is his phone charger.
Yeah.
His headlights are on auto.
I wouldn't drain that.
And I was like,
Yeah.
well, you take it to Midas and they'll run tests. I guess it's a starter.
So, yeah.
The only other thing it could be is like, you know how like your door switch, whenever you close the door, it pushes a little button up in the crack, closes your dome light. He needs to make sure his lights inside the car actually turn off whenever he shuts his door. You know, because those little switches go bad, and then like a light in your glove box or something silly like that. You know?
Or the other thing, it could be a flux capacitor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I
got-
sent Robin out there with a bag of banana peels.
Yeah, so if he has like go to like Harbor Freight, buy like a digital multimeter, it should always
want the
read
hell.
over 12 volts.
Yeah, I'm not asking him to do that. I told him I said, make sure the terminals are tight.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And Robin's like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
So
I said,
perfect.
go get Blake and
I'm
tell
here.
Blake to make sure the terminals are tight.
I'll get it.
Well, Blake's studying right now. I said, well, when Blake's done studying, go get Blake
Yeah.
and tell him to make sure the terminals are tight.
Yeah, I mean, you're knocking down all the things it could be, but
I mean, the only thing I could think of is a starter or something, or
Yeah.
a solenoid with the starter drawing off of it too much. I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't. I mean, that car's a 18 or 19, so it's a 19, so it's probably bought an 18. So I was like, dude, he lives 4 hours away. Go ahead and change the alternator and the battery. I don't even care.
Right.
Get
Yeah.
it done. I don't have to deal with it. So I thought that was going to fix it, and that's not. So I guess the next step would be
Starter.
turn the dome light off and change the starter.
Yeah, make sure there ain't any lights on, and yeah, the starter, I guess. But you know, before you do that, if that battery keeps being below 12 volts, then it's not the battery; it's just the battery getting discharged by something. But a dead cell on a battery will make the same thing.
But they tested it and said it was good.
I'm hoping
Yeah.
to get discharged tonight, by the way.
I don't
Anyways,
know.
on this week's Beating Down Shade Tree Mechanic Talk, we are trying to isolate why Mason's battery keeps dying.
Hey,
We're 4 hours away.
Daniel knows how to edit this.
Well, I
out.
know
If you
it.
don't like
No, I'm going to leave it in. I don't give a shit.
The good thing is we sent the most mechanically knowledge one in the house, Ron, to go help Mason, which doesn't know shit either, trying to isolate why his car keeps dying.
Yeah, Blake called me earlier and he said that Robin was there and she was going to jump Mason's car off. And he said, dude, her battery is like in a weird place where you got to take some kind of a panel loose, like, I don't know, on the floorboard or something. He said, I told her, just move out of the way and I'll jump her up in my car.
Oh, that's
We
awesome.
don't want anybody stealing our stuff.
Yeah.
I get it.
All I know is I need to join an alliance.
Hey, so
Oh, yeah.
So we'll go to the starter, and I'll fill y'all in next week on the Shade Tree Mechanic Talk. Did I tell y'all I got the sheriff's called on me?
Yes.
Oh,
Why?
Did you start a fire or
He
something?
tried to kill a cow with chains.
No, I did tell y'all. Okay.
No, I haven't heard.
What?
You told me.
So last Thursday, we had a cow have a baby, and she was 2 weeks early. Well, it was a big ass calf, and the calf died. Right? It happens sometimes. But the mother was like paralyzed. Her back legs were paralyzed. And that happens sometimes. They call it like calving paralysis or something like that. I don't know. This is Shade Tree Cattleman Talk.
We're going into two different realms here.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it was funny as Daniel texted after I was coming, and I was like, nah, I'm kind of busy, but now I'm hijacking y'all stuff. But anyways, so Sean's got these things, you put these pins around their hip bones, and I use the tractor to lift her up, to get her feet up under her so she can push. And, you know what I mean? Like she can push. And
I see where this is going.
So one of the neighbor ladies across the road, camper cop, camper cop. So anyways, the sheriff shows up. He's like knocking on the door. Woke me up from my nap, so it's kind of irritating. Anyways, but he's like, "Hey, I drove in your driveway. I just want to touch base with you in case you see me. Somebody called the sheriff's on you about animal cruelty." And he goes, "Well, since I got here, I got cows too. I see what you're doing. Everything's good." And I go, "Well, I know it's good. I'm not worried about it." He goes, "What happened?" I said, "Well, she had a calf die. I went through the whole thing." He's like, "Yeah, I had one do that. It took her like a week to get better, you know." I was like, "Yeah, it's a pain in the ass." And I was like, "Well, who was it?" And he goes, "Well, I don't know. Somebody around here." He goes, "I'll call him and tell him everything's good." And so I looked out there, checked on her, threw my mud boots on, walked back out there, and I see the sheriff across the road talking to the neighbor. I was damn mad.
Hey, you didn't bury that calf, did you? Just drag it over there by her house.
Well, so anyway, so the sheriff leaves. She's like walking. I'm yelling like old crazy guy across the road, you know. "Hey, everything's fine over here. Mind your business or whatever."
Oh, that's awesome.
If you're that concerned about it, come over and ask if I could use some help.
Dude, I really wish you would have pulled out your phone and started recording and been like a First Amendment auditor. I need your name and badge number.
Yeah, I get it. Like she didn't know. I want to put a sign on that side of the house that says "Move back to the city."
This is mind your business.
Yeah.
It's a freaking cow. And he's like, "I know, man. You already lost." The sheriff was like, "You already lost a calf." I was like, "Yeah, it's about $2,000. This cow's probably not gonna get up. That's another $2,000." And I got city slickers calling the sheriff's on me. He's like, "Oh, you're fine. Don't worry." I said, "That's just irritating as bitch, man. They could have come over and asked me, you know, hey, you good? You need help? You can call the laws." I'm just waiting. I'm gonna call the cops like every week.
Just on their dogs and shit.
Something. So I smell meth.
Something smells methed up over
I
there.
don't know, but
It's
this
methy
motherfucker-
smelling.
Yeah.
I get it. It's just, you know, she likes it. I guess they like animals. I get it. That's cool. It's just ask me. You know, you don't have to call a cop. Just ask me.
That's awesome.
Well, I mean, like, what they think I was doing? Gonna hang the cow up and do a sacrifice to it, like a seance, or
For everyone to see. At least you would go to the back of the pasture to do that.
Right, like she was right there by the road. Like she couldn't walk. You know what I mean?
Oh.
So I just don't know why you would just ask that. We've lived here for almost 20 years. It's the craziest thing.
Dude, that's awesome.
But I used it in basic mode, because I'm holier than thou. Y'all know this. I watched the for like an hour. I watched the Pope. So I took that as a way to work on my grace and forgive them for their ignorance.
Well, send black smoke up in the air so she'll know things all right.
No, white smoke.
Oh, white smoke. White smoke. White.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, that's Shade Tree Cattle Talk on this episode.
Yeah. Well, tell him fact
Back
though.
in next week.
That was our segment.
Teau, I'm ready to join the alliance. I'm ready.
Yeah, I mean, Sir
No.
DWBOU812 is ready to join an alliance.
Did y'all figure it out?
No.
No.
I didn't either, dude. And what sucks is I don't want to disband my alliance because I've already invested a lot of money
I keep
in lumber and stones in the research.
I got a bunch of stuff
turning
going.
down all these alliance.
I know, me
people
too.
calling, want me to join theirs. I'm waiting on yours.
Hoboken, we stroking,
What is the name of that game? When he said to play it, I was like, I'm going to try it, but I'm not going to like this. And then 3 hours
Man.
later, I'm fucking...
King shot. I played it for 4 hours last night.
30 and I'm upgrading my cat.
Yeah, I played it for four hours last night.
I mean,
played
you
it.
can't go wrong. It has a damn finger telling you point right here, hit this. The finger's telling you what to do the whole time.
Blake is like level 47 already.
Yeah, I played it for 4 hours last night. Just hitting buttons. Let's go.
We'll work on it tonight. Hoboken, we stroking.
Hoboken, we
it's probably
stroking.
going to be one of those deals you got to pay $2.99 to start your own alliance or something.
But at this point, I'll pay $2.99.
Yeah, I'm in.
All right, well, that's Shade Tree iPhone game talk. For
Yep,
you.
there you go.
All right.
You're
Thanks
in.
for joining us.
All right, see y'all later.
All right, bye. That was awesome.
That's good.
So what's funny is Shade True Mechanic never spoke about his truck.
Oh, yeah. The light, check engine light.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got to have a new...
You already did it.
Well,
Something.
it was the replace the fuel system
Oh yeah, the fucking.
for $14,000,
Right.
or just replace the engine for like 10.
It's not under warranty, right?
No, there's no warranty
So...
because they found def in the engine.
Well, I mean, that happened like almost a year ago.
Right, but he kept hearing clear whenever it was like def in the fuel system. He's like, it's fine.
I replaced the filter.
Yeah. So
So what
apparently, though,
Is he not
Possibly-
driving it?
no, it's in the shop. Apparently, insurance may cover it. So I don't know. So if it's covered by insurance, it's just deductible.
It will because
Well, the Chevy house said nope. Insurance will not cover this.
No,
your regular car insurance won't.
That's what they told
would
him.
not.
Because Frankie Meeks had the same thing happen, and he used his car insurance.
Right. And so he took it to another mechanic shop out of Burleson, and they said, I've never had insurance not cover this. And they said it's just easier just replace the engine, and it's going to save him like $4,000 or $5,000 to do that.
Jesus.
So why wouldn't you do that?
That's a
Well,
lot
I
of
said
work.
save him $4,000. It would save the insurance company to cover it $5,000 to replace the engine.
So is this
over.
something for you to look forward to happening here?
No, because I'm good.
You didn't put near as much.
I put .005 gallons.
and he put like 5
5.
gallons.
He put like 5 gallons. Yeah. And the truck was running while he did it. Mine was not.
Oh, shit.
Good Lord.
I remember you were watching the Cowboy game at
Dude,
my uncle's house.
I was mad
when
as
it
shit.
happened.
Yeah.
Remember? You're like, I gotta go.
And you say yours is good now. Why? because
He has no alerts that came up in the
Nothing.
last 2 weeks.
Nothing's come up since the initial one that I sent y'all.
I thought another one came
I
up
sent it to y'all.
recently.
You know, service transmission.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I sent that to you. That was like 2 weeks ago.
right.
But have not
And
had.
you cleared that.
Well, I just said okay. I said okay, but nothing since then.
Have you serviced your transmission?
Well, fuck no.
Well, that's why it's coming on, because it's probably set at a certain miles.
But they
that
just
you're supposed-
changed
oil
my
change.
transmission. I
Well,
just
they
had-
didn't reset that. though.
No, they
maybe. Yeah,
didn't
maybe.
reset
I have a
that.
brand new transmission, so
Really?
yeah, they completely replaced my transmission last time. Not the electrical issue last time, but the time before that, it was in the shop. They replaced my transmission.
God
Jesus
almighty.
Christ. Hey, I'm going to keep driving the baby car.
No kidding.
No,
Dude, I can't
I'm
wait
gonna
to
keep
drive a
driving
baby
that
car.
I'm going to stick with my 2006.
Dude, I wish I would have. I'd have been driving my '89 Ford Escort if I could. I love that car.
So, did y'all hear about the statue built in New York?
Briefly, but don't know the extent of
Is
it.
it called the Liberty Statue of Liberty?
It's
It's
No.
been there a long
Yeah,
time.
So they
It's
built
not
it-
new, just so
it's
you
a
know,
new-
stupid.
It's a new statue.
France
Oh,
wants
oh,
it back, by the way.
So they built a statue at Times Square,
In Times Square.
in Times Square.
So they're trying to one up the Statue of Liberty?
Right.
Thomas J. Price's Grounded in the Stars.
Thomas J. Price, grounded.
In the Stars.
Grounded in the stars. Who's Thomas J.
Statue,
Price?
I have no idea.
Okay.
And that's all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say is Google the statue and look at it.
Grounded in the stars.
Thomas J. Price, grounded in the stars.
Just
New
say,
York, New York City.
yeah, Times Square.
Check it out.
I'm just going to say, just take a look at that statue. And,
You're going to leave everybody hanging like that?
I will, because
It's
speaking on it,
it's very controversial.
Oh.
Very
But I'll
controversial.
just throw that out there from a guy that told me about it named
Leroy?
Slot Snaker.
Slot Slaker
But yeah, just check it out.
rhymes with snot maker.
see what you think of
Oh,
that.
well, you can't say his full name because you got to pay him $1,000.
$1,000. Okay,
Well,
so,
I mean, his name's
so
Scott Baker.
since we're on controversy, although he's not going to go into it, I'm going to go into one piece of controversy.
Why am I
okay.
not going to go into it?
You don't have to, but
I will.
I mean, you can if you want to. But okay, I don't give a fuck one way or the other. This is a huge debate right now, and has been for fucking ever. Abortion. I don't know y'all's thoughts on it. Let me tell you my thoughts on it. I don't give a shit. I'll never do it. I'll never do it. But I don't give a shit if you do.
Well, you can't get pregnant.
Yes, I can't get pregnant though. It is very true.
So he's telling the truth. He will
yeah,
never
I'll
do it.
never do it. If my significant other, if Tasha, who I can't have kids, she can't have kids. So if it happens, it's fucking weird as fuck. But if that were to come up and she were to ask me, "Hey, I'm pregnant," and I go, "Well, that's weird, but okay," and I don't want to have a kid, let's have an abortion. I'm gonna go, I'm against it. I know she's also against it, so we're cool there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also not going to tell you can't have one, or your wife, or I don't give a shit.
My body, my choice.
Right. That's the whole my body, my choice thing, right? I don't give a shit. But abortion is legal in places,
Mm-hmm.
right? And women can go do it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the big debate. Oh, we got to travel to women's rights and straight state lines and back alley abortions, whatever. But it's still there are places you can go where it's legal. You can have an abortion, no matter the reason why. I don't give a fuck.
Like on Dirty Dancing.
Right. I don't give a fuck. Do it. Do it. Don't do it. I don't care. I don't want you to do it, but do it.
He showed up at the folding table in a rusty knife.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Well, it wasn't baby that got pregnant. It was
It was Patrick Swayze.
nope.
It was baby's sister, but
Right. Oh, was it? Who was it?
It was Patrick Swayze's dancing partner.
his lover.
Nope, his dancing partner. They weren't lovers
Were they?
because it was the Robbie the Creep was the dad.
That sounds weird.
He was the preppy college guy that worked in the.
I've never seen it, so I don't know.
What the fuck?
I know the music. Don't know. Never seen the movie.
Oh my god!
God.
If it's on,
Tasha loves it. I've never seen it.
If it's like if I'm scrolling on YouTube TV, and my wife is watching me scrolling, that is one of the ones that I go fast.
He threw that in, but it's really like he's
No,
scrolling through and
no.
he sees
He's like
No,
slow,
that's
slow, slow.
Dirty Dancing.
That's Teau. He loves that.
I,
movie.
does.
hey, the
He
movie's
does.
good. I love watching it now because we watched it when we were kids. So it makes you-
Footloose,
Yeah.
Dirty
you hate that
Dancing,
movie too.
Footloose, Dirty Dancing, and John Travolta.
Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah.
No,
Grease.
Oh my god!
So I've never
Grease.
seen Grease.
You're
Never
high.
seen. Never
Scroll,
seen,
scroll,
Never seen
please.
any of those movies. But here's what I'll tell you.
You
Without-
never watched Grease? You're
No,
fucking
without seeing any of those movies, I've had the time of my life.
Yeah.
That's Dirty Dancing. You ever seen Grease?
No.
You're so fucking stupid.
No.
You
Here
should
we go
watch
with
it.
Daniel.
You
Here's-
should watch it
Remember what
once.
happened-
That way you don't want to ever
Dude,
watch it
I
again.
remember it happened finally when you watched Tombstone.
If
you
If I
finally
ever
watched
see that
Tombstone.
movie on TV, Grease, if I ever see the movie on TV, dude,
You're-
I am like Grease lightning out of that summer.
You're not gonna have the same opinion
But you-
as Tombstone with Grease.
Actually, I think Daniel will like it.
Okay, even abortion while we're there.
Oh yeah. Wow,
So-
I forgot about
So,
that.
so if you have an abortion, whatever, so you kill a kid, it's all fine.
God damn.
Right, it's all fine and dandy, right?
I mean, he's putting it bluntly, but
It's all fine and dandy. You can go do it. Mom, pregnant, kill a kid, you're good. No one cares.
Sure.
I mean, people care, but no one cares. But if I am driving a car and I hit another car and I kill the woman that's pregnant, which then kills the kid, I'm now charged with 2 murders.
Yes. Because it's
2
a-
homicides, 2
'cause
murders,
it's
whatever.
2 people.
Is it?
I think it is
It's not with an abortion.
in some states.
I'm just saying.
good point.
No, I mean
Good point.
I mean, I don't like. So how is one like?
Where's the line?
Honestly, I don't. I swear to God, I don't give a shit if you
sounds
have an
like
abortion.
You do.
I won't do it. So I do care, but I don't care if you do. But I just, how is it fucking a law that if you kill a woman pregnant and then kill the unborn child, you're now charged with 2 homicides, murders, whatever you want to call it.
As it should be.
Or if a woman goes and has an abortion, that's not murder. That is my biggest issue with the entirety of this debate. Right? So either it is or it isn't murder. And if it isn't murder, then that's not double murder. Or if it is murder, then all this is illegal. Right? Like that's
why it was illegal for you.
That is my only issue with the entire abortion debate. I don't care what if we want to create a federal abortion law where anyone can have it for any reason under any circumstance. I'm fine with that. I don't care. I do care for me personally, and I don't want you to do it as a person. But I'm not gonna tell you don't fucking do it. Right? Like me personally, y'all can have a different opinion, and I don't care. Y'all can have a different opinion, and people out there listening can have a different opinion. I don't give a shit. But you can't have it one way be legal and one way be illegal, and you're charged with murder one and not charged with murder on the other. Sure. They've got to figure that whether, and by they I mean somebody has to figure that out. Yeah. Somebody has to.
It's state regulated, right?
Well, the abortion law is state regulated,
so it's never going to be figured out because.
Well, so they leave it to states to whether abortion is legal or illegal, and I'm okay with that as well. I don't think the federal government needs to step in and decide that. I do think the federal government needs to go. In this state, abortion is legal, then murdering a person that is pregnant is not double. But in this state, it's illegal. And maybe then you go, then that's double. You know, like somebody needs to step in and figure that out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I told you, controversial, whatever.
Jeez.
But
man,
I mean,
I guess I'll go home.
I don't. I mean, I just don't. I don't get why.
Yeah, no,
why one is murder, one's not. I feel they're both murder, but that's personal opinion. Again, I'm not saying you're a murderer if you go have an abortion, because that's your decision. Don't give a shit the reason. Do it if you want to. I won't do it. I won't approve of you doing it, but I don't give a shit. But if one's murder, the other has to be as well, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, there's a fog there. They need to
Correct.
clear
Right.
up.
100%.
Thanks for bringing the room down.
Speaking of murder, there's a new pope.
First American Pope.
First American pope.
First American.
I don't know why murder is part of that. And I don't know why I said speaking of murder. First American pope in history, Pope Leo the 14th.
Mm-hmm. You said you had.
Very exciting. I'm very excited. I don't know why I'm very excited, but I'm excited. Number one, because
Catholic,
new.
right?
Well, just number one, new pope,
Sure.
and I'm Catholic-ish,
Sort of.
not non-practicing. Born in Chicago,
Chicago.
went to school in Villanova.
Smart.
Do you think Villanova went fucking apeshit crazy and had parties?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think so Villanova had to have, like, all those kids probably just went, fucking popes from here, let's party and drink, right? Chicago probably did the same fucking thing. And then a ton of Americans. I watched it live. Did y'all watch it?
That's working.
I just seen parts of it on the
I was
news. and stuff.
working.
So I had just got done in Granbury working at one of my stores, and I sat down in my truck and I got a notification from Fox News saying, any minute now the Pope will step out or whatever, new Pope will soon step out. And I'm like, oh, any minute now? Let me turn that on and watch it. And then he came out and he spoke.
You're probably more familiar with all this stuff than I am, but there was like literature that went back for centuries saying that this last pope that we just had, there will never be another pope.
Right. And well, so that
Yeah.
So now we have one.
Right.
So I misspoke. The literature said that the next pope. So this is the last pope that there was a placement for in the pictures, ability to put a picture of, and that the next pope named Peter, or Pietre, or whatever they called it in Italian, Pietre. I don't know how to exactly say that. The name translates to Peter. So any name translated to Peter would be the final pope that ends everything.
Which was the last pope.
No. Not that. So that the pope that just Pope Francis that just passed away, he was the last pope that had the ability to put a picture up, last placement for a pope, and that the final pope is Pope Peter, which would be his name, his actual name, Peter, not the name he takes. So Pope Francis wasn't his name. The new pope is Pope Leo the 14th, and that's not his name. So anyway, they said that the literature or the historic whatever, they said that after Pope Francis, this pope, the 257th pope, whatever he is, the next pope would be named Peter, and that's the end of days.
End of days.
Yeah.
Right.
Revelation.
In 2027 or something.
Well, this new pope is not named Peter.
Yeah.
Nope.
So there goes that. There goes
So
that.
good.
So
Everything's out the window now.
yeah. So everything's out the window now.
Shocking.
Isn't that weird?
Isn't that vid?
Anyway, but from America, first pope from America, which we just
Yeah.
said, he took the name Leo the 14th.
So why do they take names?
So like when Catholics get confirmed on our confirmation, we take a new name. Basically, we it's not a new like people don't
Like a
call us by
sire name
people
or
don't
something.
call that by call
Well,
us
it's like
by
a
that
sire
name.
name, like
Right. Right. So very same thing kind of as the Pope. It's kind of what those popes before them did, and they want to kind of follow in those footsteps.
Tradition.
Yeah. I took on confirmation. I took Saint Malachi.
I'm calling you that from now on.
So Malachi was my confirmation name.
Okay. I'm calling you that from now on.
Malachi.
And you had to know about the person whose name you took. You had to know about that saint. You couldn't just be like, I'm going to be David or John or, Saint Konnichiwa or whatever. You couldn't just say whatever. You had to know because you had to go to a confirmation class to learn, number one, what confirmation was for. And then also you had to, on your own, figure out what saint you wanted to be named after. And I do not remember anything about Saint Malachi.
Malachi.
It freaks
when I hear
me
that
out
name, I
because
think of
that's
Children of
from.
Corn.
That's what I was fixing to say. Children of the Corn.
He wants you to Malachi.
That's I've never seen that movie. I do know that movie.
Of course, you have never
seen the movie.
Of course, you
He's
have
such
never
a
seen
bitch.
that movie.
I've never seen this movie. I've never seen this movie.
I haven't, but let's look up Saint Malachi.
Saint Malachi.
An Irish saint from the 12th century.
All right, we're good.
He was the Archbishop of Armagh. He is known for his efforts to reform the Irish Church. Malachi is also famous for the prophecy of the popes, a list of 112 short Latin phrases that supposedly predict the succession of Catholic popes. Boom.
Boom.
Some believe the prophecy ends with the final pope, Peter the Roman. There it is. So the guy I took is the guy that I'm talking about.
Jesus.
And I don't remember that at all. Signaling the end of the world. Though its authenticity is widely debated. Isn't that fucking weird?
Isn't that weird?
Isn't that fucking weird that I took
The guy that's supposed to bring
the conspiracy theory guy?
supposed to bring the apocalypse? Great.
Jesus Christ, that's awesome that I took that guy.
Is it?
I think it's pretty fucking awesome. I didn't know that at the time. That wasn't a part of it that I remember.
That's strange.
It's very strange. You're not warm. I'm warm as shit in here. I'm high off the
We can
fumes.
start a fire from that leaking gas up in there.
High off the fumes.
I think I'm high every time I go in there.
You're welcome.
I'm going to try to find you one of them fuel shutoffs so we can stop that
So
leaking fuel.
we got real weird. I started talking about Alexa's in your home. Facto called. Have you heard what is going on with the Roomba vacuums?
Yes. Tied in like they can match into like AI through China or something?
No.
I've heard that one.
So the Roombas, they visually scan your house so they know where they can go.
Yeah, they have to.
So like when you first start them up, they like travel through your house and know.
I got one of them bitches.
Yes.
I've seen that movie Runaway.
So they kind of drive through your house and figure out what your house is like. And like you can put zones where you're like, don't go here, don't go there, or you can't go here type of thing. But they have like bumpers that doesn't allow them to go certain places because they hit something, so they turn and go somewhere else. They have cameras on them, and a video of a woman or photos of a woman on the toilet was leaked from the Roomba onto the internet.
It's hot.
Such perverts. Do you got that email address?
We have had 2 of those,
Oh man, Daniel's got so much shit.
and neither one have worked
oh, shocking.
because, like the ones we bought, you're supposed to set up through your Wi-Fi, so you tell them when to turn on, but we never could get that to work. Now I've got to pee. So bad.
So you know the movie Runaway?
Yeah.
Maybe 80s movie, Tom Selleck?
Yes.
Supposed to be in the future.
Okay.
Robots are doing things for everybody. And then shit goes haywire and they start killing people and stuff.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Yes.
When he talks about that shit.
He don't know nothing.
That's what I think of.
Oh. I mean,
I don't know. Do you have a Roomba? You got
No.
an automatic?
Mm-mm.
Me
No.
neither.
I don't. I have a lot of shit that works off of our internet, but that's not one of them.
Well, everybody's got Wi-Fi on their phones and all that bullshit.
I mean, doorbell camera.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's got
I
that.
mean,
But he's got devices in his house that can move. right?
I mean,
They can tap into.
whenever we were shopping for internet here a while back, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, the guy asked me, "How many things do you have linked to your internet?" And I'm like,
Everything.
"Not that much." And he goes, "Okay, start naming it." We started going over it.
It's
Way
everything.
more than
It
you
was
think.
like more than 20.
Yeah.
If you
Look
go,
up the-
everybody's phones,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's TVs, everybody's computers, everybody's iPads, everybody's doorbell camera, other cameras.
It's so much.
I mean, you start going through it, you have 30 damn things in there.
Well, like I was telling him, you don't know the movie, obviously.
iRobot?
There's a movie in the 80s called Runaway.
No, I definitely
Tom
don't know that.
Selleck.
She's a little runaway.
And it's supposed to be in the future, and the robots are starting to handle tasks like there's like nanny robots,
like iRobot.
Kind of.
Yeah.
They're not like that.
Yeah,
advanced,
but you have helpers, yeah.
But they're like more like,
Rosie from the Jetsons.
but they're more like box things, like
Like
the
Wally.
your fucking vacuum
Okay.
cleaner stuff, right? And robots start going crazy and killing people. And Tom Selleck's like a cop. He specializes in handling those robots that freak out, right?
Yep.
So we were talking about that. I said, whenever you talk about your fucking vacuum super villain in there.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we're linked into a lot of things, but Daniel's linked into something that can move around his house.
Well, it can't. It won't.
Can it?
Even if we go manually do it, it'll start and then stop and go right back to its dock.
You said you had 2?
We had to. So we had one, and we couldn't get that to work off of our internet. So we just assumed it just didn't work.
So you go buy another $700 vacuum?
Well, the first one was free.
300.
Oh, okay.
The first one we got for free. I won that through work. The second one, Tasha bought, so I don't know what that cost.
But you currently have a robot in your house that can move around your house.
But it doesn't, because every time
As long as you're there.
But even when we push clean, it never, because you have to be
Till
on the
you
internet.
leave, right?
You personally have to be on the internet for this one, whatever kind she has there,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to walk around your house with your phone to map out your house,
Sure you do.
and it kind of like does square footage of your house.
Mm-hmm.
And then you, like, on the boxes that you create as you walk around, then you mark off, don't go here for whatever reason. Don't go here. Don't go
This
here.
is the sex room.
Yeah, this
Don't
is
go
the
in
sex dungeon. Don't go here.
So you said it doesn't move, right? It doesn't go there
Yeah.
while you're home.
Well, very true.
What the fuck's it doing when nobody's home?
Well, then, now, Alexa is Google? No, Alexa is Amazon. And they have now made it to where that will listen to everything from now on. So you normally would have to go, "Hey, Alexa, what's the weather outside?" And it'll be like, "The weather outside." Well, now it just listens to fucking everything in your home.
Like I said, I get that this thing
This thing listens to everything.
can
This
listen to
phone
this
listens
thing
to
can-
fucking everything.
It can listen and see everything from
Well, that-
what the camera can see, right?
That Google thing.
You have something that can move around your house.
But it doesn't.
The Google thing.
Maybe that I know of. You're right. You're right.
fucking
You're
nuts.
right.
The Google thing in my living room, every now and then, it's like quiet all the time. And then every now and then it'll go, "Here's what I've found about
Right.
Bitches.
blah, blah, blah."
So
And
now,
I'm like,
so you know
who asked this bitch?
you know they're
know?
fucking, like, I'll randomly, and it's maybe more so my watch than my phone, anything that sounds like Siri.
Yeah.
It's like, this is what I
Yeah.
found. Blah, blah. And
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah, especially on the watch
And I
shit.
wasn't even fucking talking to you,
I'll
bitch.
be at. So one time at work,
At band camp.
no, we're at work.
Yeah.
We were talking about some fucking song. Can't remember what song it was.
Mm-hmm.
Me
Oh.
and a guy.
Yeah,
Me
no,
and a-
we talked about this.
Yeah, me and a guy are standing there talking about a song.
And I told him it's bullshit because he was like, it showed up, whatever song it was.
No.
It was on my Sirius satellite.
No, we were talking about a song. We're just talking about it. At work, by his work desk, we're talking about the song. And then the song is stuck in our head, and I'm like, oh yeah, that song. And then I go to leave, I turn on the car,
Coincidence.
bull fucking shit. The fucking song is playing that we were talking about.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. It's coincidence.
Sometimes I think
that was coincidence.
Sometimes I think Facebook though,
100%.
because like,
Have I ever told you the story about?
No, we'll be talking stuff at work. And
like
then you
the
go
other
to-
day, I like a woman just breastfeeding a baby, and it showed her actual boob on Facebook.
Yeah.
And
Let's see
then
if
I
that
go to
pops up.
Facebook, and there's all these videos of women breastfeeding. I'm like, what
And I hate it.
and I turned it off.
Immediately after the 7th one. No, so someone I know that's very close to me, there's two gentlemen that maybe I grew up with, and one of those two was showing me on his Facebook. He goes, look at all these fucking weird ads I get on my Facebook. And it was sex toy.
That means he ordered one.
No, so I go, it's what you're searching on your fucking
Yeah.
phone. He goes, I'm not searching that on my phone. I go, no. You're not searching sex toys on your phone, but possibly you're searching sex videos on your phone.
Yeah. But that's.
So, because Facebook just reads everything that you do on your phone. No different than TikTok, no different than
But it's
Instagram.
reading what you're saying audio. I mean, it's,
And then
it's picking up what
yeah,
you're saying.
and it's taking everything you say as well. This cocksucker listens to everything you say.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike Tasha, she doesn't listen to shit I say, and I don't listen to shit she says.
You know, when Facto he searches for cars often, it
Oh,
seems like,
Yeah.
and he always confides in me to try to look.
Send them to you.
Well, I get all these car ads
Yep.
for weeks
Oh, yeah.
after I do one
It's 'cause
search.
He's sending them to you, and
Once I
Yeah.
start seeing that stuff, like if it's like something random, like cars, if I start talking about new cars, and when I start seeing it now, I hit those 3 buttons and I push hide
Sick.
ad or something. There's a report ad or whatever.
yeah, just
And it'll ask you why,
It's
and I'll
fine.
go, and I'll go irrelevant, and then it takes the number that I see down. It's not to 0, but it does take it down because I wasn't trying to see that.
I just really don't like breastfeeding videos.
Jesus.
So
Titties.
I don't know how this popped up on my feed again,
He doesn't know.
but I don't not appreciate it. The slingshot videos.
Oh, the ride?
Yeah.
Yeah, where the
Oh, yeah,
They've
yeah.
shown
where people
back up.
pass out
Oh, yeah.
and shit.
No, it's
No,
where
he's talking about
Yeah,
it's
the
where
boobs
the
come
boobs
up.
fall out.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so those showed up on my
Yeah,
brain.
I
on
get-
my
Now it's
feed.
going to be all.
I get a lot of those
Oh,
too.
I hate it. It's so bad.
Such a bother.
But we talked about this last week, and I talked to a couple other people. I don't know if you spoke to anybody. I talked to a couple other people. It's weird. Nobody commented or responded to us. If someone shows you their boob, but you don't see the nipple, did you see their boob?
I
Nope.
was just listening to that because I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had to fast forward the ear cleaning thing. I couldn't make it through that.
Did you see the boob though? If you don't see the nipple,
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I agree.
Because
Okay.
you
have
see
to do
side boob all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
That's really-
Whether you want to see it or not.
They let girls have pasties.
you can
and
see
it doesn't
side and
count.
top boob and under boob all you want. If you don't see the nipple, you didn't see the
That'll
boob.
be the full boob.
Right. And again, that is just a man logic.
A nipple,
Gotta be the full
a
boob.
nipple makes a full boob.
boob.
Make sure your phone hears it. We went over the new pope, abortions. Oof.
Oh no, we're out of material. All right. Sports.
Oh yeah, I wanted to
We can
kind of
do
go into
sports.
some of this. I did want to go into some of this.
Oh,
So-
our new receiver?
Yep.
Okay, so
Oh,
we're
I
diving-
say our. Sorry.
So we're going
the
to Cowboys.
Yeah.
I like that you say our because it's still your boys. You know it is.
I mean, we're getting into a new
You know what it is?
season. I'm back behind them again.
So we already went over the draft, and I thought it was a good draft.
Of course you didn't.
No, remember we talked about
Did
I
we?
mean-
in detail.
Booker was
So,
a good choice.
The only problem I had with the draft was
they didn't
they
get a
didn't
receiver.
get a receiver. But
They had
Eddie
other
Pickens.
ideas.
I thought, Jerry always says crazy shit. And he talked about, hey, we're going to do trades to get that glory hole or whatever,
Yeah, can't wait to get back to the glory hole.
And
Which they did.
We've already talked about that we need to take some pressure off CD.
Yeah, you got to have
some kind of way.
You have to have a good.
I don't know that he's going to take pressure off of him, though.
The main thing is.
Well, they don't know. At least they got two. They don't know who to double team.
What I've always said is you need to have a fucking running game. Philly proved that.
Mm-hmm.
What they won the fucking Super Bowl.
You mean like every football team ever has known?
I got something.
What's funny is that
I got something on the running back.
You can't be one-dimensional.
So the league went to like pass happy, right? Yards, throwing the ball, 4,000 pass. And Philly went old school, and they said we're going to build up our offensive line. We're going to build up our D line. We're going to run the fucking ball. We're going to get a star running back behind you. And a good quarterback that's play action. He can run around a little bit, but he don't have to do a lot because you're running the fucking football and opens up everything. Anybody that knows anything about football, Daniel, if you can run the football down their fucking throats and they can't stop you even though they're running, that opens up a lot of shit.
No, if you're asking if I know about football, that's not true.
Yeah, Philly did it. So now like everybody says, NFL's a copycat league.
Right.
They're going to try to do the same fucking thing. We built up our interior line with the draft and players.
Oh, no, I agree.
To battle because Philly has monster D tackles. Freaks.
How many offensive linemen did we pick? One.
Booker?
No, we got like 2 in the draft.
Oh, 2 in the draft, and then we
But last year we
2
drafted,
defensive players.
Yeah. I'll get back. I'll get off topic.
Okay, so running backs.
Okay.
We got Blue.
Yep.
From Texas.
Speed. Yep.
That's your 4 fucking 2. I mean, that's your lightning.
Even though he's good, I'm thinking jersey. If I got a jersey, it's gonna have my name
Blue.
on it.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. I thought about it. No, and I was we were pumped about. They got lightning, like he is 4.2 speed, like that guy.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Fast as fuck, boy. Then they got some thunder to go along with it.
But he's like 230, right?
No. That's the guy they drafted later.
Oh, okay.
I've got one more thing for us. Y'all keep going. Sorry, I just remembered.
So the only problem I had with their draft was they didn't get a receiver,
and they suck at the draft.
They did pretty good this year, but I'll give them credit. They did good.
I mean,
hey, you see my uncle.
he redeemed himself by getting a good.
So the only problem I had with the draft was we didn't get a receiver. Right, we needed a number 2 to go with CD.
Right.
So then with the Pickens trade, which everybody says is a hothead, he's a diva, blah, blah. That's 50% of
that's Cowboys.
That's the receiver.
That's a Cowboys request.
That's not.
They want fucked up players that they can rehab.
That's not just Cowboys. That's receivers. Period. Or divas.
Yeah.
And he is a He is a vertical threat. Kind of reminds me of Dez a little bit. How he will go and get contested catches. He'll make crazy catches and stuff. And he's played in Pittsburgh where they have no quarterbacks.
I like the fact that now they're gonna go. Oh, let's double team CD. That's who they're going to. Mm-hmm. Now at least they're like, is it going to be him or
no? They'll start off doing the same thing. But I think the running game opens everything. If you can run the ball, you got play action off of it. Everything else. So anyway, football was one thing, but the Dallas Stars, hockey. You watch any of it?
No. I mean, I see it on the news, but I don't.
No one gives a shit about hockey.
So
mark that out. Who gives a shit?
They went through the first round. They won in Game 7. They have a player that they traded for, nicknamed the Moose Ratman.
Daryl Johnson,
one of the best players
Moose
in hockey.
Hockey now.
So he had a hat trick, which means
3 in a row.
He scored 3 goals in one game.
Okay.
He did that in Game 7 to make them win. Game 1, they moved on to the next round of the playoffs.
Okay.
Playing Winnipeg. He did it again. He scored 3 goals again, which hasn't happened since like 1940 something.
I don't know shit about hockey,
if you don't watching playoff hockey it's kind of like playoff baseball.
Have you ever been to a
Watch that
hockey
too.
game?
One time.
Never.
It's awesome.
I didn't
Never.
pay for it, so
To me,
I
it's
went.
fun when you go to like a live game because you can see how fast they are fucking going and skating.
I was drinking and
Yeah.
not driving, so I
But,
didn't give a shit.
But no, they won the first game of the second round.
So Stanley Cup.
Yep, we're gonna win it all. And the Rangers have been struggling a little bit. They opposite of the Rangers. Usually, think the Rangers they hit the ball, they score a lot of runs. Their pitching sucks. It was opposite this year. It's like they couldn't fucking score more than 2 runs a game in baseball.
So I don't watch baseball.
So they fired their hitting coach, offensive guy, and they hired a new one. First game, they had like 16 hits. Anyway, baseball, basketball, go fuck yourself because you got rid of Luka.
So when it comes to basketball, there's only one thing that I know of. No one likes Nico. Everybody's saying fire Nico. People getting
It's because
kicked,
he got rid of Luka.
people getting kicked out of the fucking stadium for saying fire Nico, or on the
Holding signs up, blah,
jumbotron
blah,
holding
yeah.
signs up fire Nico. But now the rumor is Nico's going to be gone,
He ain't going nowhere.
and they're bringing in the German
Dirk? No, it's not.
as the new GM. Like, that's the rumor.
I mean, it'd be cool, but
Why is he retiring?
Yeah,
Dirk's already
Dirk's been
retired a
retired.
long-
This is his last year?
No,
Dirk's-
he's been retired.
Dirk's retired like 5 years ago.
Oh, I
That's
thought we were talking about the guy that they got rid of.
No, Nico. Oh,
No,
Luka.
Luka.
No, Luka.
Luka.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
the 25-year-old phenom that's
Yeah,
like
Dirk.
the top
Gotcha.
player in the league.
I'm back with you.
Yeah.
Yep.
So back
All right,
to
so-
back to the Cowboys running back. So they've got too many now.
Nah.
So
man.
who are they going to cut loose? Deuce?
Is Deuce? Yeah, Deuce is gone.
Yeah,
but
just-
Deuce's dad works
Deuce
Yeah,
is gone.
but-
as part of the.
He's probably the main reason he got drafted because
Yeah,
Deuce
Du-
probably wouldn't
Deuce is-
have.
Deuce
He
is-
wouldn't have
He's
sixth round.
he's
If his
I
dad
wish
wasn't
they-
there, if his
I
dad
wish
wasn't
they
there,
would
he
have
would've
gave
got drafted.
Deuce a chance, but they didn't.
Yeah.
But it's like, so they picked up.
Trace.
also-
Trace.
Shit.
They got rid of Deuce. Got picked up Trace.
Deuce is too small. Really? I mean,
Well, they never gave him a chance anyway. But yeah,
Yes,
That's
he's
the
too
reason-
small.
if you can
He's
just
smaller
stall
than
him.
Darren Sproles, and Darren Sproles was.
he's
probably
like
about the same
he's
size.
like 165 or something. I mean, he's like a $105.
Maybe.
In
Maybe.
the NFL, you got to be 200 plus, pretty much.
Oh, I mean, as a running back, yeah, I mean, somewhere around there.
He
at
need to
least.
be around 200 pounds.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. That Deuce will be gone.
Yeah, he'll get cut, which is regrettable. But
But we don't.
Is
need,
it really-
We don't
what is-
need
what
that
is he-
much depth in running backs.
What has
we
he
got
done?
like 5 or
yeah, but
6.
What has he done?
nothing because
Thank
they never
you.
let him play.
Oh, that's why. What happened when your star tight end came in and
Ferguson's
falafel?
Hey, Ferguson's gonna light it up.
No, the falafel that was.
Oh, you're talking about the receiver
what's his name?
for Flournoy.
Oh, Florentine. Yeah,
And
He's still on the
they're still going to keep that fullback.
not for long.
I don't think.
What-
I don't know
You-
if they will.
What's his name?
I know who you're talking about, but I don't. They won't keep him. I think he'll be
Oh,
gone.
Really?
Christoph,
Well, they can keep him cheap, but I don't know.
number 48.
He's one of those. I need 2 yards. This guy can
Dude, he
get
was-
But
2 yards.
he ran a 4.55 like on his 40. Like, he's
But
not
remember
a
that
bum.
one game they kept giving him the ball,
Yeah, and then he fumbled,
and then
they
he
were
fumbled.
like,
They were like,
I'm
no
like-
more.
I'm like, you didn't play him at all, and then you gave him like fucking 7 carries in one game.
Yeah, yeah. When you start doing the odds, that's what it is.
Yeah, like, shit.
It's gonna happen. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean,
So 2 weeks ago, I sent y'all a message, and y'all both were like, "I'm in. Give it to me. Let's do it." Miller Lite has a crossover
Oh,
with Pringles.
oh yeah, damn, for sure. All right, I thought
Right.
we were gonna get them last week, and you forgot.
And I forgot about it, but I'm glad Dave's here for now.
Lubke. That's his name.
Oh, Lukey, yeah.
Lubke.
So
Yes.
there's
Fullback.
three different flavors. This one I want y'all to try: Pringles, Miller Lite, beer can chicken.
Seal's broken.
Yeah, no, I've already tried that.
I love beer can.
I do love beer can chicken. Like regular beer can chicken, you try like
Yeah.
because it's so
Stuff this up his
Hey,
ass.
Oh yeah, and then you buy the thing where the can goes into it and the chicken sits upright, so you don't have to try to make it sit upright.
Okay.
Let me know. Let me know. Do you taste the beer can chicken? Do you taste
Of
chicken?
course, we are drinking beer.
Right. Do you taste the chicken? Do you taste the beer can of the chicken? Which you don't really, even in regular beer can chicken, you don't get really a lot of beer taste to it. But
I mean, they're good, but I don't taste.
I get a barbecue flavor.
Yeah, that's what I'm tasting.
okay, so when I tasted those, all I tasted was regular ass Pringles, saltier.
There's a smoky-ish.
Maybe I missed that when I tried them, but that's what all I tasted was regular Pringles.
Yeah, I'm getting
a little saltier.
Barbecue.
Okay.
That's about it, though, right?
Then the second is grilled beer brats.
You want to clean the palate?
Okay.
Clean the palate with some Miller Lite while you're at it.
I'm in.
Let me.
Do like a wine thing.
Mm.
Oh shit, that's got a strong smell.
I like brats. I like beer brats. Where you at on those?
Beer breath.
I actually do.
You get a little bit of
Yeah,
it, right?
a little bit.
I do get a beer brat.
More than the chicken.
Yeah, for sure.
That's disguised like a
The chicken tastes like
a barbecue.
Right.
That actually, I can taste like
You can taste the brat part of it, right?
and the beer part.
Yeah.
Like the burnt part of a brat. That's
Right.
what I'm.
Right.
But I'm tasting that beer too.
Right. But they're good.
But that actually tastes way more like, so the beer can chicken tastes like barbecue chips.
Right.
This actually,
I don't think it tastes like barbecue chips. I know where you're going with that. It's not
it's
barbecue.
not chicken though. It's like not
Yeah.
even close. But that,
Right. You get the grilled.
kind of like it.
Yeah. And
I don't get anything chicken out of that.
I didn't either. I got Pringles chips,
Yeah.
saltier.
Yeah. Okay.
I got barbecue Pringles.
And the last one, this is the one that has the most out of it. This is beer braised steak.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna be out.
I'm going to tell you that can's half empty, so that tells you what I think about it. Let Dave have some before you start yelling everything.
I don't want to.
Don't say anything. Just let Dave have. He's hogging it all. He's tasting the air around it and everything.
To me, that when
Hold
you
on,
say,
Dave hadn't even tasted it yet.
Beer braised steak.
Beer braised steak. I've never had that in real life. All right, now you can go ahead.
to me, that tastes like a more salty Pringle.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No,
that one,
like
no.
that one I
don't-
tasted.
I don't get a
I
lot
get
of-
a smoky steak taste.
I mean, like,
That one I tasted the steak in.
there's something.
That's the one that I like. The beer brats, I'm like, okay, I got it.
yeah.
But the steak one is the one I'm like, I taste the steak in it.
How do they get the flavor
I don't taste
so
the steak.
close?
I taste the steak in that one.
That
That's why
tastes
it's all
like-
gone.
To me,
Almost all
that's
gone.
real salty.
Actually,
which I
though-
love. I love real salty
Yeah.
shit.
I don't do a burnt steak, but if I was to burn a steak,
That's it.
that's
Right.
that's the taste.
No, I like mine medium rare, preferably extremely rare, but most places are
I'll go
medium
back
rare.
to the beer chicken.
The beer can chicken isn't.
Just to see if I missed anything. I didn't. But
Blake just loves to
I like
eat chips.
the brats.
The brat one is great, but the steak one to me was the best flavor where you could really get everything. The chicken, I don't taste the chicken. It's good. I just don't taste the chicken part of it.
yeah, there's no
Right.
chicken.
Like you don't taste like the beer can smoked chicken.
They should
Grilled.
have just left the chicken part off.
Just beer can.
It's kind of you know what's funny? It's kind of bland.
It just tastes like regular Pringles, saltier to
Kind
me.
of bland.
But a little like smokiness
Like
to
this
it.
one
but
had.
which one? The beer,
Steak.
the steak one. It was good though, right?
There's a little.
Now he's doing the. Let me taste it
Oh yeah.
again.
Let me
Oh,
get.
I didn't quite get
What is
that.
what is the mouthfeel of
I'm
this
just
one?
trying to.
See?
I know what you're doing. I see exactly what you're doing.
Go get another one of those ice cream.
I need to. I need to taste the Pop
So
Tart.
the only one that has like the beer,
I don't think any of them had beer.
there's one, the brat.
Maybe, but not. I mean, I just tasted brat, not beer brat. You know what I mean? But also, you're not getting drunk off.
But I mean, the closest one to taste like what they're claiming
is the
is
brat.
the beer brat.
Yeah,
That makes me want to go get some brats.
To me, the best tasting one is the steak.
that's why half that can's gone because I was one not
Like I
eating.
said, this one tastes the most like beer, like what it's supposed to taste like.
Right.
This one,
So the one closest to flavor is the beer brat.
yes.
The best tasting is the braised steak.
Yes.
The one that is just like a chip
Yeah.
is the beer can.
there's
So
not- there's not
they
much-
say limited edition, so that means that they're not going to be around anymore,
How
even
about
though
when they
they're
get-
fucking good.
Hey,
Yeah,
hit
I mean
that
they
up.
may make them, but they're not going to be
There's
Miller Lite.
there's a lot of beer taste in that beer brat.
Yeah.
Why would they not make something?
Well, it's
They're testing it.
They may do it again, but it'll be the Miller Lite's gone because this is just like a cross promotion with
There's
those.
a lot of
So it'll be like a Milwaukee's best.
Milwaukee.
A Milwaukee.
Gotta pee now.
Of course you do.
Oh, well, of course I do. Take the phone with me.
That's so.
You don't want any more selfies?
So last time, and I think I sent that to y'all 2 times ago. Last time you were here, you and I took a bunch of selfies on his
Yeah.
phone.
And he found them a week later.
A week later. Well, so then we recorded last week, and a week later, I found the pictures he put on my phone.
Oh.
He just sat here, and there was like 45
I
pictures.
seen that.
Dude, I sent that to y'all, and I was like, this idiot. We did have a listener, Karen Morey.
Okay.
So she listens, obviously, because she's a listener. And she tagged me in a post on Facebook. In Azel, Blake, they lost their cat.
Okay.
They lost their... What's the cat's name? Oh, Putty.
Fifi. No.
It's a P.
Pouncy.
Pouncy, thank you. Fuck. Sorry.
Fifi, Pouncy, close.
So they lost Pouncy, but now that they want an orange tabby, and so Karen tagged me in a post. Azel Animal Shelter had an orange tabby, so she tagged me in it, going, "Let Blake know." So I tagged Blake in it, and then about 20 minutes later, nothing. And so then I just tagged his wife.
I was fixing to say you need
His wife and his daughter.
You tagged the wrong people.
So then I tagged his wife and his daughter in it. And we kind of started talking about it earlier, but I want to see what happened from that. Because his daughter had already gone to
Yeah, because
Graham.
Audrey's like, I'm 18. I can do what the fuck I want.
Yeah. So I tagged you in the post. You didn't respond, so I tagged your wife and daughter.
I was showing them, and then Audrey was like, "He just tagged me in it."
Because you didn't answer. You didn't respond.
No, I'm physically showing them as you're tagging them.
So,
He doesn't know that.
yeah.
He
So,
thinks that you're disguising your text.
do you have a third cat?
Not yet.
What'd they say about it? Did they like it?
Did
they
they
love
approve?
it?
Chess was tempted to go get Charlie, I think was his name.
Yeah.
And he had a full photo shoot.
Yeah. No, a photo
Like,
shoot.
When you read, whoever's writing for the Azel,
Animal shelter?
they're good. I'm going to read it.
No, it was.
It's very like,
Oh no,
not-
they had like a whole story about Charlie. I think it was Charlie.
yeah, like
This
it's not
whole-
your typical.
Yeah.
I think that's where we got our dog Hershey, and it was like this dog plays ball, and they had a video, and they had a
Well, no,
tennis
this one was
ball,
like
and-
Charlie's not your typical cat. Charlie is blah 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 blah. Like they went into
Oh,
like
they had
it's
a
like-
rider.
So this is good.
yeah.
Meet Charlie, 100% ginger, 0% shame. He's spicy, snuggly, and scientifically engineered to knock stuff off your table at 3 a.m. Ginger cats don't follow rules. They write them in tuna juice on the walls. Adopt Charlie, embrace the chaos. You know you want to. That's great
No,
writing.
that's awesome.
And then the photo shoot, like it looks like this cat.
No,
like
it was great. It was
like a
awesome.
full on, and
Wow.
he has a lot of markings like Pouncy.
Oh,
The OG, right?
That's why I
you
tagged on him.
definitely need to get this.
And
to
I told
Chad.
her, I said,
He caved.
He goes.
No.
He goes. Whatever you want to do, baby.
really, I don't give a fuck. It's a cat. Cats are easy.
Whatever you
you
want to
have
do,
cats.
Mama.
You have cats. They're easy.
You got kids?
Yeah,
Oh
look,
yeah.
look.
Get him, Smokey.
He don't even know.
Yeah.
He don't even know because
Cats
they never
are-
come out.
Cats are easy. They handle their own business. When they're younger, they're a little crazy. And they,
I love kittens.
like right now,
I love Toots. Toots
Like-
is a grown ass cat. Love
But I
Toots.
mean, they
but all
handle-
he wants to do is be on my shoulder.
so, I got a video to show you.
So, do your animals? Do your Dave? Because he doesn't have dogs. Do they whine?
I've had dogs, though.
Whine about when.
Just whine.
And needy fucks. What they
Just needy asshole whining.
So they are weird about Amazon trucks, people pulling up in their driveway. They
Is that bread or
It's a
tortillas?
bag of tortillas.
Tortillas.
He got off the fucking counter.
they whine like if I go outside and they didn't get to go. That,
yeah,
that
yeah.
kind of thing.
So my dog Winston, he is the only dog of ours that whines, and he only whines when I'm petting any other dog. If I pet any of the other dogs, he stares at me,
A jealousy whine.
sad face, and just whines. And when we're laying in bed, he lays right here next to me, like he is next to me.
The other ones to do the
Yeah, we
The sleep
breathe.
sound.
You better
breathe
not
together.
ever meditate with another
when
one.
that dog
I
died.
don't. I'm gonna be so sad when he
Y'all
when he-
made fun of Chess like
dies.
Chess.
Oh, it's
I
gonna be
swear to
bad.
God, like she's still
Oh,
last
sad.
night.
Crying.
The cat, the new cat jumped up and she petted him kind of because Pouncy would always. He had a routine. He'd jump in the bed, and she's like, "I miss my Pouncy," and she's like,
Say, enjoy the new cat.
"She'll never be that sad if I die."
Pouncey's gone.
That's what I
Enjoy
keep
the
bringing
new
up
cat.
to her. Like, you will never. There's no chance that she's
No,
that
she-
sad when I
so-
die.
No, she'll get remarried like
I
2
know.
weeks. She'll be
I
like,
would-
"Oh, you're
and that's
so
always-
much bigger than my other husband."
That ain't true. I mean, I throw thumbs in there and stuff. So man.
No, but Winston. So we'll lay in bed, and we've got 4 dogs in bed. 2 are very small dogs. The other 2 are big dogs.
4 dogs.
But 2 are very small dogs. You've seen them.
Yeah, but 2 ain't.
Yeah, well, that's true. But the 2 that aren't, they want to sleep under the covers.
Oh my God, no, that would
So-
never work.
So, but we got a pretty nice sized bed. I don't mean to brag, but it's not big enough.
He's got a
It's not a
Shaquille O'Neal
It's
bed.
not a California king. But
No,
it's a king.
apparently, there's one bigger than that, though.
California king.
No, there's one bigger than that.
Oh.
It's called the
Shaq king.
Alabama King or something. I don't know what it's called. There's one bigger that's like the Antarctica King or something. But so Dwight will get under the cover, and then Winston,
The biggest dogs.
yeah, he'll lay between us. And if any of the other dogs are close to me and hanging out, and he sees them, it doesn't matter that Tosh is petting him. He'll start facing me and whining because I don't have a hand on him touching him.
Jesus. See?
Because
Cats
I'm not
ain't like that.
Because I'm not petting him. I'm not giving him attention. He starts whining and he'll stare at me sad eyed like a son of a bitch.
Seeing the fucking cats don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck. And I'll go, how old are you, Winston? 4 years old. I'm like, how old are you? There's no reason why you should be whining. I pet you and breathe with you more than anybody else in this fucking house. And the minute I touch anyone else, he starts whining.
Is Winston the one you got from Jason?
Yeah.
So is his feelings hurt because he got given away?
Yeah. He's got
That's why he's close.
he's got
to you.
daddy issues.
So this was the cat. This was the baby cat. Yesterday.
the new one.
It's 4 months old. This was Taylor getting ready for school.
That cat is now taking the place of the
Yeah.
raccoon.
She's yelling at
What
saying,
has she
no.
got? What is she
A bag of
carrying?
A
tortillas.
bag of tortillas is bigger than
Oh,
her.
shit.
And she got them off the kitchen counter. I didn't even know she
Well,
could
I
jump
mean,
up there.
he has like 25 dozen though.
Right.
But I didn't know.
Leftover
They're
from the 40.
everywhere.
But I didn't know she could even
Jump up there?
Jump up there, and
Them cats are, even if they can't, they'll jump as high as they
cat
can.
that
seen
thing's
They'll
that thing's
paw.
bigger than her. Like,
that cat seen that coon coming in, and they're
What's
like,
funny
"This
is-
is my shit."
Yeah.
she cracks me up because she's kind of cross-eyed.
Kind of.
And when I pick her up and like let her face the mirror and she's looking at herself, she gets real fucking cross-eyed. And her front legs are
Who in the hell are these four
and her
people?
front legs are kind of bow-legged. I think she might have a little of that Maine Coon in her, the cat. The ones that get really fucking big. And I so hope it is like one
That's
of those.
good that you take in Down syndrome cats.
But the funny thing is, I kept telling, because the girls are fighting over it, like Taylor and Audrey. That's my cat. My cat.
Yeah.
My cat. My cat. And we already have a
My
cat.
germs, my germs.
Yeah, my germs. And I kept telling them, cat's going to like me better than y'all. Most cats, when you don't really...
When you don't want them, yeah, they like you
slept
most.
with me for 2 nights in a row, like she jumps up in bed.
That's gross.
Snuggles up
You
next to me.
slept with that cat twice
Slept with them.
in a row?
Think of
Gross.
all the cat litter on their feet. Ooh.
Yeah.
No, she cleans herself. I got a little mat.
No, she
outside
cleans
the-
herself. She goes. She gets a brush. She wipes off her
I got a little
paws.
mat outside the cat box where they jump on it, and when they jump off, it locks it on. It's from TikTok. It's got to work. But no, but it's a happier. It was, like I said, for about a month, that was a dark cloud hanging over that McDonald. So there's a new baby kitty running around that's...
Just think what 2 would do in your
Oh,
house.
there will be one. Oh, you already have 2. So the oldest...
No, 2 new ones.
So the oldest one's just funny. So, Bebe is her name. Not baby. Bebe.
Like baby's kids?
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
his
much.
baby's
Yeah.
kids.
So she was the young, just turned 2, drove old Pouncy crazy, running around the house, jumping on his back, blah, blah. As soon as we got this cat, it's like she just hit a switch where now she's the old cat. She hisses, can't stand this fucking cat being around the house.
What's the new cat's name?
Another good question we get on to. So,
I thought we talked about this already.
did we?
You haven't named it yet?
So, when we first got it,
There
it
we
was
go.
supposed
No, they
to be,
did name it.
It was supposed to be Prissy.
Yeah,
And then when she got in trouble, they could call her Miss Priss, right?
Miss Priss.
Well, some people don't like that name. So
Who?
Audrey's
Wait. Who?
So Audrey's calling it.
Some people.
So
You
Audrey.
people.
So Audrey's calling it Boo Boo,
Okay.
and she swears that's it's. I said
This,
Boo Boo's like
this
sounds like
fucking
a.
cat ain't gonna know its
I know.
name.
That's why I told him. I said this cat doesn't know its name because me walking around the house because I'm used to the other stupid cat. I keep calling it baby or baby.
Oh God.
And then you got one calling it fucking Boo Boo. Taylor's calling it Miss Priss or Prissy. So this cat don't know his name and it's cross-eyed and bow-legged.
Who the fuck's calling me?
What the heck's going on?
I like Boo Boo.
Boo Boo, though. I mean, that's probably, I don't know. Chas, you decide.
Well, you better tell her in
mean-
person.
You're
I've already
gonna
told her,
have
I
to
said I-
identify this cat's name so it knows who to answer to.
So we
Yeah,
were
because cats really listen.
at
Yes.
we were
They don't all. Cats think if you called a cat shithead every day and then called it something different, it doesn't care.
We
It's
were
going
at-
to do what it wants.
we were at rest today.
You know that.
If you feeding and you go boo boo food, it's gonna come running.
No, it's going to come food when it hears the food bowl. It ain't
Oh.
going to come from his name.
No, Toots comes when I call him.
He knows when you're when do you call him?
Toots?
No, when. Anytime you call his name, is there any reason?
No, I just call his name sometimes. And he'll come out.
He just hears.
I know one thing. Whenever we tell our dog stop it, Smokey, that motherfucker runs.
Yeah, that's true.
That
Stop it,
he knows
Stop
his
it,
name.
Smokey. Stop it, Smokey.
We were at rest today.
We were.
Of course you were.
Well, I mean, I was working.
We're
Quality control.
pre-gaming.
Yeah. Figuring out things
Is
to
that
talk
when you
about.
said you were thirsty?
Very thirsty? Oh, it was later. I told you I was thirsty
It might have
early.
been at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Actually, he texted me like at probably about 1 o'clock.
And you had a dirk?
No, I did not eat the dirk.
He didn't eat it.
2 foot hot dog.
He didn't eat it.
I deep throated it. One swallow.
Deep throated up the butthole.
But a guy walked in with a very pretty German
Yes.
Shepherd, like the darker color German Shepherd. It wasn't black, but it wasn't.
A little golden tint to it a little bit.
Sure.
Walked into breaths
Yeah.
with a
with
German
that,
Shepherd.
with that dog.
Okay.
And he came and said, but he's like, I'm listening to him.
I've seen him there before.
I have never seen him there. This guy. And so the more he talks to his dog, I'm like, well, that's not English, obviously. And I go, hey, I said, hey, are those commands in German? He goes, well, for
Attack is German.
no, he said, well, yeah, something like that. It was like, these commands are German and these commands are Russian. Whatever. It wasn't attack. It was,
I got a story for that.
but it was like, these commands are Russian, these commands are
That
German.
dog was.
And he'd go, hey, Hitler, Das Boots, or whatever he'd say,
Hitler.
Das Boots, something. And so, but the dog was very trained.
God.
And so then he was like, hey, can we go? Because it was just him and like his girlfriend, wife, or whatever. He was like, hey, can we move over there before she got there? Can we move over to this table? They're like, yeah. So he moved over to this table. And then the owners came out and she was like, hey, he was like, oh, you want to pet the dog? She's like, yeah. He goes, okay, don't come to the dog. I'll send the dog to you.
And he said some fucking command.
So he was like, Rammstein or whatever.
Farfignugan.
Yeah. And the dog was very attentive to what was happening.
It was watching everything.
Like it watched everything. And then when he said whatever he said in German, then the dog ran over to the lady and was nice as could be. He wanted everybody to pet it. And then he called it back and it came and sat right next or laid down on the floor right next to him. Dude, I can't get my dogs to not be so excited that they're jumping fucking around when I walk in the house.
And at one point he was like, he went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And he said something to the dog. Before he went to the bathroom, the dog laid down.
He goes, oh, Tannenbaum.
And it went to the...
Farfignugan.
And he went to the bath, and the dog's like looking where he went. And he looked back. And he's looking, he's checking.
Yeah.
So a friend of mine,
Dude, he was an awesome trained dog.
ex co-worker, his name is C.D. Parkhill. Shout out if you ever listen. But
C.D. Parkhill. That's his name?
Nuts. Say it again.
C.D.
Nuts.
so
You stupid.
so he went to work where I work, and he knew he was going to be going out of town a lot. So, not that I don't love my family, but he wanted a dog to protect his family when he was out of town.
Perfect.
He spent, I don't remember what he said, $7,000, something crazy,
The way this dog was trained.
on a German Shepherd that was from Germany, that had only used German commands, and same thing. And he would tell you, don't do this and do that, and he had German commands for the dog.
Right.
And he said this dog was like so well trained. If you got into his house, you would probably die.
Oh, I don't doubt that at all. And I'm sure that this dog was the same.
That dog
fucking-
looked like he could fuck you up.
Nick Pretty was there. And so I asked the guy, I'm like, hey, are his commands in German? He was like, oh, this is German, this is Russian. Then Nick goes,
Russian too?
yeah. And Nick goes, how many languages did dog speak? And the guy goes, this dog speaks 0 languages.
I think Nick said, is that dog bilingual?
He goes, this dog doesn't speak any languages.
Yeah, he spent buku money on this dog to protect his family when he was out of town.
Oh, that's too
What are you
buku.
thinking? How much training
But yeah,
Oh,
has to
it's
go
so
into
much.
an animal to be like that?
he didn't get this dog from Trader's Village, I'll tell you that.
Well, the other thing is,
Let's call it in here and see how good it is.
Toby, unless I have treats, he'll sit. no treats. All fucking shit is loose.
Hey, if you sold some used tools, that motherfucker would go.
Be like, oh shit, he might drop in there and be like, oh fuck it, I'm back.
That's a 10 millimeter. Yeah, no. I mean, here's my only question, I guess, is, and I'm sure that because dogs respond to what they deem as their master, right? Like
Alpha male.
the alpha male, right, or however that is. If they're trained from a pup by these people, how do you then become their
There has to be some
They're
kind of
alpha.
group.
When they hand it off to you,
But there has to be some kind of grooming.
Like I mean,
process, right?
there has to, like, you have to be like, this is my dog. Hey, buddy, this is me and you, buddy, me and you, and now you're training
Like I
him.
said, there has to
And
be.
then I come back, 6 months later.
Our good friend Lamont went through the same thing. He bought this Labradoodle. He wanted this dog to sit, stay, come here, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
He sent this dog away for 4 months to be trained. Spent like $2,000 to get it trained. He brings it home. If you work with it every day and do all the shit that they taught it to do,
Right.
it's great. If you lax on your,
That's the other issue, right?
they forget or they don't want to do it no
Fuck
more.
this guy.
And
Fuck
so
you.
that-
Hey, I didn't do that
yeah,
yesterday.
yeah. So Lamont said that son of a bitch don't fucking listen no more. Like,
So
you
all
know,
that money's gone.
all that money is wasted. Now,
Yeah.
I don't know if they will remember if you start making them do it again. I don't know.
Well, we
Yeah.
know Lamont will be listening.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
tell us,
so
Lamont.
Lamont-
So if
so
you
you
start
suck.
back, Lamont, if you start back telling this dog what to do, will it start doing it again?
Did
For
Lamont
help.
tell you that he saw me a couple weeks? Now, it's been like 2 or 3 weeks now ago in Weatherford.
I don't.
So it's like 11:30 and he's on his way to work or something. I don't know what time.
No, no. Maybe you seen him. He was at work at 11:30.
Maybe take a 2-hour lunch or something.
It may have been 10:30. He was on his way to work. I don't know what time it was. But I'm at that. There's where the malt shop is in Weatherford. So across the street, there's a convenience store there. It's Circle K. So I'm in there working.
Working.
No, I'm actually working, not just bullshitting off. And I start getting hit by ice. And at first, I'm just like, I just like brush it off because I didn't know what the fuck was happening.
Is that semen
Like, what
again?
the- yeah, I'm like, God, not again. And then all of a sudden, like the ice
It's
goes.
usually warm.
Yeah, the ice goes down my shirt. I'm like, oh. So I turn around and look, it's Lamont. He's throwing ice down my shirt because he had like started to get a drink and he saw me. And
Got
so
his
he started-
coffee at 10:30.
He's throwing his ice down my shirt. And I go, what the fuck you doing here? And he's like, I'm on my way to work. It's 1:45 in the afternoon, and here I go.
That doesn't sound like Lamont. Maybe he went somewhere and then was
I don't
going
know.
back.
He told me it was like 3 o'clock.
He goes 3:00. I'm ready to clock in for the day.
Okay, well, if you ask him, he's at work all the time.
And anyway, so we're sitting there bullshitting. Well, so it's a chain store, and then we have like chain people there from Budweiser. And so I'm sitting there bullshitting with Lamont. Well, this guy comes out from the Bud House, and I'll be a son of a bitch if Lamont doesn't start talking shit to this guy that I don't know who this guy is. Well, he knows Lamont, and now we're going back. Like, I guess him and Lamont are the same age and
So
close,
like,
or at least close to the
so
same
like-
age.
Old
Like
as
60,
dirt. Old as
58.
dirt.
Yeah, they're
so
like,
like 58, 60 years
yeah,
old.
they're like 70.
Like they're talking
Something
about
like
Social Security checks.
Yeah.
Well, they're 75 years old, I think. And they're talking about whatever. Anyway, but so they're like, oh, what happened to old Tommy Thompson? But then they start going through like,
You know why Lamont's friends with so many people?
well,
His dad used to own a bail bond service.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
so that got brought up.
Yeah.
That the guy that he was talking to was a white guy, and
Oh, well, he was never in trouble.
It's like you're out on bail again.
so all three of us are sitting there bullshitting, and it's very weird because I'm not a young man by any means,
You felt young then.
but I did feel young because they're talking about old Jimmy Johnson and old Tommy Thompson and old Billy Bobson, and I don't want any of these guys.
Rotary Dial Falls.
Yeah, I don't want any of these guys, and everything they're going through, health and stuff, and blah blah, and stuff they all went through, and I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't been through any of that yet. And they're like, well, it's coming, don't worry. And I'm like, well, let's hold off, okay? I don't want that yet. Anyway, so Lamont leaves. Good to see Lamont. I hadn't seen him in a while. Good to see him. And
Somebody told me Lamont.
so then the guy was like, y'all know Lamont? It's me, and there's just me from my work, and there's 3 Bud guys, and then the guy that Lamont knew from Bud. And y'all know Lamont? And everybody's like, no, not really. And I go, they didn't know him. I did. I'm like, man, I've known Lamont for 5-6 years now, Apparently, they went to school together. They're like, Lamont is a guy that everyone knows.
Yeah.
And he told me that story because his dad was a Bell's bondsman.
Right.
He goes, but also at that time, he was one of the only black people in town. And I went, really? And they're like, yeah, he's one of the. He goes, so everybody knew who he was. He goes, but everybody loved him. And I go, well, his dad was the only Bell's bondsman in town.
Yeah.
But Lamont, I go, look, the first time I met Lamont, I go, he walked into a house and he's handing out liquor for people, the homemade whatever for
In a wicker basket.
As pirate booty.
Yeah.
for people to drink.
Yeah.
Blake made racist comments about him.
I did not make racist.
No,
comments.
it was your son, Blake.
No, I did.
Well, it was you.
But
And
it wasn't racist.
I mean,
because
he did
was,
bring
it was true.
because it was true.
Hey, he did bring ribs. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, what can you say?
So he brought in food. And Blake goes, what is that, ribs? He goes, what, because I'm black, it's ribs?
And it was ribs.
And it was ribs.
So it's not racist.
Dude, Lamont is one of those guys, though. Like, so he's called me ever since I told him Tristan's looking for some clubs. He'd call or text, go, I got some clubs. If your son wants them, let me know. I'm like, I'm sure he does, but I don't, I'll ask him.
He's probably the number one listener.
One of the number one
So
listeners
Lamont,
at least.
You know one thing we need to do? He's been wanting us all to go do that
That golf thing.
The
Yeah,
golf
I'm
thing
down.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
on Camp
Well, the
Bowie
last time we were there,
Yeah.
we talked
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to go do that.
So
need to do
Lamont, when you listen to this, you tell me what you think about the statue in New York, the new one.
No, you tell us when you want to go to the golf thing.
Yeah.
But also
When I'm home.
Nah, when David's gone, it doesn't matter.
make
to me.
sure you schedule that shit when David's not here.
But it's awesome because like he's one of those guys that, much like I don't know anybody else in my life that's that's well loved.
Old?
But Lamont is one of those guys. Old. It's just everybody that
David.
everybody that I know that's met that knows Lamont, that has met Lamont, loves Lamont.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that doesn't love Lamont. Yeah. I'm sure there's people out there that don't.
I mean,
you.
I've got some.
He's just one of those.
But he's one of those guys that everybody loves.
He is. He's a great guy. He loves the Cowboys.
Loves
He
to have
is
flat. Loves to have flat tires on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. He's got
And-
that one
and
small
I'll-
leg,
and
but
I
we
will-
overlook.
And I'll teach
He
him.
limps,
Yeah.
but you know.
I think that's just pimp walk. But I mean, I'll teach him how to make ribs whenever he wants to learn.
We love you, Lamont. I don't have anything else. Do y'all?
What time is it?
Time for you to get a watch.
I got one.
We've touched on every subject.
Just a reminder.
Oh wait.
Oh, here we go.
God. Okay. Well, as he's looking, reminder. The Russian spaceship is going to hit Earth tomorrow morning.
Wait, did you have any Death Corner?
No,
I didn't see any Death
did
Corner.
not have any death corner.
Did you?
Nobody died.
No.
I mean, I'm sure
Nobody
somebody
died
did,
worth
but nobody. Well, don't say worth anything. Nobody. It's
Important?
no celebrities.
I got
passed away.
one. Ready?
You have one? A Death Corner?
What's the only
Hold on.
organ
Oh.
that stays warm in a woman after death?
Oh.
What's that?
Didn't one of y'all share that?
Daniel's dick. That was a facto joke.
It's
Yeah.
so dumb.
When he said that, I was like, "That's going on."
You don't have anything else?
Nope.
I don't have anything else. All right, we'll see you later. Bye.
Later.